Hey John. Hey John.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeet.
Nice.
It's
Good stuff.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
I will kill your character if you pull that in season 3.
Fucking try me. I'll chew through the triplets. Let's go.
The threats begin.
Oh my god.
I can retroact.
I have so many characters lined up. Let's do this.
I have the most kids. Let's go.
The
Go,
Unsung
go,
Man
go,
gets
go ahead on the
immediate
recap. I'm gonna type
everyone's
something to
dead.
Conrad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is my favorite start to any episode so far, by the way.
Before I start recapping, the Umbersong Manor gets hit by a meteor and everyone dies. Anyway,
Leave Luna out of this.
no. We had a lot of downtime with our families. Well, the married people's families, because there are kids now at this point. Before everything sort of happens and we just have that little low time.
Sorry, it's just a good thing Devin didn't say that one out loud.
Calder wants to have more kids with Corin. It's fucking hilarious. Osborne's learning how to use a sword. Calder has a little birthday celebration. Rose is learning magic a little more, so she's getting a little magic-y. When we go to Walton, see Gage and Aurora. Aurora's preggers. Wonder how that happened.
Stop.
And Gage is learning the great thing called bare knuckle boxing. I didn't write notes, and I don't remember how the session ended.
It's okay.
But did we just go back to our
We
things
chilled.
on thresholds? But I don't think it moved last session.
Yeah,
I
to
think
be
we
fair,
started with going to it.
I do forget to move it. However, you did end in Threshold again.
Okay, yeah. But we
Yeah.
said goodbye to everyone, and we showed up at threshold, and I don't know. It feels like the beginning of the end.
By the way, for reference of those who will get the joke, Devin just sent me the updated basically version of the Connect 4x4 insult. So,
I will.
Please send it in memes.
nope, nope,
No? Send
Nope.
it to me.
nope,
Privately.
nope. I will leave that to Devin and Devin only.
Devin?
Devin?
I've learned from last time. No. Continuing.
God damn it. Fuck you.
Anyhow, remind me, because I myself have forgotten. Was it last session that you guys visited Nettie, or was that the session before?
Yes,
That was last
That
session.
was last session.
we
Uh-huh.
Kane
did.
hated it.
Yep,
Kane
that
and
was the
Cole
last
went
thing.
to go murder shit.
No, we go find orcs. And then we happen to come across a hyena.
We happened to murder shit and didn't find any orcs, so we murdered shit.
Yeah.
Technically true.
Yep.
Technically correct.
Also, yeah, by virtue of that, we also know we've used our 2 spell slots that day, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That would have been the first spell slot. The second was to get threshold.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes, and it is only the 3rd day of the month. You appear in front of the compound of the Order of the Shadowed Threshold, the usual place, the usual tree. You were here just, 1 day ago, perhaps, as I realized that I've forgotten a little bit of music. There we go, the usual. So, what are you planning on doing? It is pretty much at the end of the day. I believe it took most of your time brewing potions and exploring a little bit of the immediate vicinity of the plains there. So you've come back near sunset, evening.
Well, let's... I doubt we're going today, but we can at least get preparations in place.
Tell
I think
everyone
it
we're
makes
at
sense.
least. Tell everyone we're at least ready.
As they're kind of walking in, Alsana just kind of like runs a hand like along the inside of like the entrance and just, remember walking in here the first time.
I don't.
You know, it's blurry.
Like 6.5 months ago? How's your memory that good?
8 months, maybe?
You got muscles, I got the other parts. Intelligence, memory.
Okay, those parts. Gotcha.
I'd be lying if I said books I offhandedly read a long time ago are coming in much clearer nowadays.
Which like sibling got like the charisma? You know, one of them must have, right?
The bard kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, but he was kind of scrawny and dumb. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the perfect turnaround.
No, I meant like verbally, but like that. I guess that makes sense.
Ballad has charisma. He just maybe needs a little training to figure out how to use it.
Yeah, he's got charisma like Richter's got charisma.
Nah, well, Ballad's young too. He needs some push-ups.
Maybe
some
some
vocal exercises.
Just walk in. And just
All right. Yep.
First thing Kane's gonna do, he's gonna go find Claddy.
Okay. People have gotten used to seeing you around the compound, though you are very occasional visitors. You are repeat ones, and ones who often are asking where to find Claddy, where to find Tokeny. That sort of thing does tend to stick in somebody's memory. So you,
also knows the side of the front desk lady.
you can walk through the halls, and you get the occasional brief greeting. Nothing more than like small talk, though.
You
Kane,
have to ask how many dare say anything to Kane, just in general. Is it anyone?
Yeah.
You're 3 times total.
there's a few.
We're also
For the
here
most
fairly
part-
recently.
Yeah, for the most part, it's when you are with one of the others. Otherwise, it's perhaps a few more just sideways glances and just assumption that you know you're going somewhere, because typically strangers don't just stroll through the halls.
Try that in the other threshold. Anyways,
So you go and find Claddy.
knock on the door and poke his head in.
Yep, you poke your head in and see Claddy look up from a book.
Side note: is Kane going on his own? Because I think everyone else is going to Claddy too.
Up to you guys.
Yeah.
Is Kane intending to go on his own? I should say.
No, he's just going to Claddy because he won this question.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Party's behind him then.
He goes, "Hey, has
Ah.
the Revenant gotten any trouble yet?"
No. It's only been a day, though. He folds the book shut and puts it to the side.
There's only been at this one for 12 hours before we had to kill her, so there's a lot of time.
Also, not like hip checks Kane into the door and leans in
He
herself.
doesn't move. It's Kane. He doesn't move.
She
Can you
get,
physically check it?
You don't have hips wide enough to knock Kane over. I promise you.
Push Calda into him, don't worry.
well, she does it and then looks over. Calda.
Calda can't really hip check him, but she'll like shoulder him and
You tackle him.
and back of the knees get a little poke.
Maybe just looks down. It's like, you can just ask me to. He opens the door for Calder to walk beneath his arm.
Oh, I just feel like she wanted to do it for an emotional thing, but okay. Calda just sort of like walks in. Hey, laddie.
Hello. So, I take it you're here for some reason. Is it just to check up on our young guest?
Sort of hops on the broom, floats above Kane through the doorway.
You kind of have to duck. He
Tall's
is
the
very
door.
tall. Yeah, there's pretty much probably a 1 or 2 foot square of space next to his head. I mean, you could probably squeeze through if you streamline yourself on the broom. So you can do it, but
It's
just
like
know that
clutching-
it's not your
Clutching it like a
usual.
sloth to a branch.
It's not your usual sitting upon the broom upright and.
Yeah,
only
she's
duck
kind of
forward.
hanging upside down, like a
Just
sloth.
looks up, like, again, just ask me to move, guys. Christ.
No.
Just steps in and lets that wires through.
Lazar sets herself down. Well, I was curious about that, but, well, I mean, we've done the whole go-around, haven't we?
Indeed, you have. Now, this is where you decide. Would you like to have passage now? Or do you want to risk one more shrine, knowing that should there be an emergency, we'll have to call you back fast?
So, risking the emergency happening, basically.
We don't know. Rumors have been disquieting on the other side. There's been
that's
a
good.
calm,
Out of
and we fear it's one of preparation.
what I've seen, it's not that's not baseless. Out of curiosity, the shrine of the threshold on the other side.
Hmm.
Has that been used, so to say?
No. They have been holding it in case, well, it was needed. But
We should have done that. That would have been smart. We could have been here and waited for the last one.
What do you mean?
Well, if we had taken this shrine as our last one rather than the first one, we could have stayed here for the month. If there was an emergency, we're already here.
Hmm.
We know where it is. We can take a month of proper preparation as opposed to preparation while searching for a shrine.
It's a bit late for that.
Well, I know.
it was always intended that this would be your first. We did have to teach you the words, the ritual, show
And-
you what to do.
And this is their most able one, so bringing us in lightly was the best option here.
Yes.
I suppose. Just either way, I personally don't feel we should try risking another shrine. They've had how long to prepare? I don't think one shrine that probably both of us will manage to get will make a much difference.
Well, like I was saying, like you were saying, if we could remain, vigilant on the other side, could we not use that shrine in Threshold at the turn of the month?
Do you think we could catch and hold it for the whole month, or at least at the end of the month?
Uh,
I mean, a big risk, and if they, I mean, if you want to draw them to us, it's a good way to do it.
Well, I mean, also just we could just go in there and go about our business, but if things take a while, or if we come up against a wall, we're having trouble scaling, might be worth returning back and licking our wounds and waiting for the month.
Let me suggest this. How would you feel about one last test? Like the one when you first came?
Big grin on Kane's face.
There's raising my eyebrow.
I've always wanted to fight a dragon in equal round.
Am I to assume this is going to be a step up from the last tester?
Fucking hope so.
It would be a distinct step up, seeing as I heard about what happened to the last tester when she retried her strength against two of you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm surprised
Oh,
she
I'm
told you.
Well, I am her grandfather. She does sometimes like to complain.
No,
Sometimes.
Only sometimes.
well, knowing that's an option, could we also consider other ones?
I really want to fight the dragons, though.
I get that, Kane. Don't worry. But if there's anything else we could... Let's get the information down first so we can actually hear it and you're not partially unconscious on the ground for the rest of the conversation.
Learn best that way, but okay.
Well, what did you have in mind then?
I guess... Is there anything we should know about going to the other side? Any...
You will be provided with the means of hiding your faces, your identities. It is suggested strongly that you maintain these disguises. It can be alarming sometimes. You never know who you might run across, and wearing the wrong face, in the wrong place at the wrong time, could be unsettling at best. Carry more disastrous consequences at worst.
Is there like any
Especially us.
Is there like any signal when we cross over, like a huge flare that the others are gonna get sort of notified that we're in the other world, and they'll start going like, "Oh, we're gonna fucking attack you."
There should not be. Only the two orders should know. The keepers of the doors.
They don't.
When you pass through, we will lock the door on this side so that only upon approval, knowledge, through our communications that you have succeeded and are ready to return will we unlock it. That
Certain of
being
you have the
said,
strength of the door as opposed to the lock.
that being said, locks can be broken, doors can be forced. So don't rely upon this as a permanent measure. If it was one, we would have done so long ago and let both worlds fend for themselves. It is a safety measure, but not an impenetrable one. We still will rely upon your success.
That's, I guess, I'm not sure how studied you are on things like this, or Threshold is in general. When we
Did you really
do,
just say that to an ancient dragon, Sana?
when it's something that shouldn't be done, are we considered, is this considered our home plane even while we're over there?
Yes, it is.
Wasn't sure if there was any, let's say, testing done with that.
There is knowledge enough on that. That being said, if you're thinking about certain spells banished to other planes, there will be interference, given that the gates will be closed, the door will be locked. It's possible that you will not be banished purely to this realm. Instead, you may simply be caught in an in-between state, the ethereal. So do try not to have that affect you.
Hmm. So I kind of looks at her own hands like, I guess I've been studying being a bit on the edge of that as it is.
I assure you, you do not want to be stuck there. It's, I understand it's a little bit difficult to have any effect on the world in that state.
No, I'm just wondering if I might be a bit more proficient at getting unstuck.
Perhaps.
Okay, so if they were to attempt to banish us, we might just get stuck in between. Or anyone on that other side.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Unless, of course, they somehow... how to put it? If the banishment should be overridden with a desire to send you to a particular plane that borders both worlds, it could be complicated.
Well, and we know from experience anyone banished from the in-between planes ends up back on their own.
I would say, again, try not to let it happen.
Thanks, we'll keep that in mind.
In response, I say try not to let them come to this side.
We are trying. You are our
But we have
best
to prepare.
attempt.
I do have one question as well.
Yes.
Do we know of any atrocities they specifically have committed in the world? Side other than killing your double? Are they known to be Kingslayers, massacre?
Oh. There have been some assassinations.
Who's it
Queen-
attributed to?
The Queen of Pridwen, killed a few months past. The King of Umbar. It seems to be in line with their actions. Both were
Whole or-
found with... What? Beg pardon?
Them as a whole, or a few of them?
We do not know. They have not been so boastful. It could simply be that they hired someone to do the deed. But seeing as each assassination has been followed swiftly by some attack that takes advantage of the confusion, some raid, some act on their part, either it is their doing or they have very good informants and can take swift advantage of such circumstances.
So are their faces well known around the country?
Some more than others, but in general, yes.
Sounds like a fun way to gather information.
Do they?
Take the mask off the half-orc and see who screams.
That sounds like more trouble than it's worth.
Depends
Very
if
much
it
so.
is. If you want to attract them there and also find out what they've done in that area, what their capabilities might be.
We're trying
a
to
good
engage them on our terms, Kane.
I would stress again, you are not there to cause panic in the masses, nor are you
course
there
not.
to have to fight your way out of the clutches of various guards who may attack you on sight.
We're practically treasonous war criminals over there, Kane. I don't think showing our faces is a very good idea.
No, I know.
Hence
I'm not
the
saying it as a
mask.
first resort.
I'm not saying it is a last resort either.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that at all.
Ever.
They would immediately cut our heads off. It's not like a thing if they'd arrest us and try us. They would cut our heads off.
And then they'd think they'd have done it, and then they're going to get hit even harder by whatever they have planned.
I'm not saying we walk into Windsor Thor, guns blazing, whatever a gun is. I'm just saying, in a worst-case scenario, say we walk into the Brennan Cove, one of us takes our masks off, see if anyone reacts, probably me, if anyone. And then,
No.
if no one...
No. The answer is no,
No.
and please stop this line of thinking.
We're not taking the masks off.
You see Claddy kind of pinching the bridge of his nose. Young man, if I may add this one small incentive. The masks do very nice things for the people who wear them. You may not want to take it off.
Good incentive.
I hoped so. So, having appealed to that, is there anything else that you may wish to know that I may wish to answer?
Hmm. Any
Anything
weaknesses
else
you have?
wish to do? Ah, a good try, but I would say to that, come and find out.
I mean, if we have our little game later, we could. But,
We could.
it's a long shot. Do you guys have any magical armor in Threshold? I have to find any that suits my desires.
No, I'm afraid not.
Is,
Only the masks.
Is it reasonable for us
Yes.
to perhaps use equipment or things on the other side?
Use equipment.
If we happen to come across a nice set of magical
Oh.
armor we find for Kane,
Ah, you should be able to make use of it just fine.
then afterwards are we
We
expected to leave
will
it?
say, I will say that anything that is of particularly legendary status, try not to lose it there. Try not to bring it back with you. Otherwise, things of lesser power may not be quite so vitally important to the fabric of the world. Let's say
Chemical ingredients?
you should be fine.
Okay.
I say we find the most evil motherfucker who decides to wear armor. Murder them. Take their armor. Again, they have to be evil as a prerequisite. But I'm starting to feel under-equipped for this outside of my weapons. I'd like something to protect me as well.
You've been made heartily resilient in our time.
Yes, and this steel of my plate is still easy to cut. I don't like that.
No, but
I have
your skin is
sword.
just as hard.
anything not magical.
Uh,
I'm looking for... Again, it's not a requirement. I'm just saying that it would be a great preference of mine, and if we have to buy it, then a bit of money I can spend. A huge amount.
if we happen to have the free time to take a look,
I would suggest
but we're trying to keep
Yeah.
it quick.
I would suggest that you there will be an opportunity to exchange some of your gold. Leave it in trust here, pick up the equal amount over there. But I would suggest that anything excess you store here and do not take with you.
Should we-
Coinage is stamped, it is unique, it is minted. And we'd rather avoid the confusion of a strangely stamped coin crossing the border and getting lost amidst everything. And probably nothing bad would really happen if it occurred, if a spare copper went through. But let's
Oh.
not unbalance economies one way or another.
Good to keep in mind.
Right.
Actually, speaking of which, and also just like goes into her bag, pulls out one of the Old Kingdom silver. Do you happen to know where this is from?
Gladdy holds out a hand, takes it, looks at it, kind of adjusted its little glasses. Ah, yes, an old coin of Thridwen. He hands it back.
Down in the Howling Plains?
A thriving kingdom. Well, it was. One of the assassinations I mentioned was the queen of that nation. They are struggling.
This is from our side, right?
This is, yes, from our side.
Okay.
Very old mint. They have advanced some since then. Their coinage has changed through kings, rulers, centuries. But some of the core elements remain. Some of their symbols are not so easily lost.
That's puts it back. Just wondering if we happen to come across something someone else lost on our side.
Not entirely impossible. We've done this a time or two before.
Oh, really?
But, well, yes,
Any names?
seems that
So now I think we've been off track.
I believe that you would know of one at least. She made quite a splash in Tales and Legends on this side.
Stormgeist?
Yes.
What was the shadow? Was that the other side?
Given my understanding of the legends, it may have been. However, it may have been conflated with various legends and so on of her exploits here. She was quite an adventurer. It would be as if tales were told of you four. But your foes were odd blends of things that you faced here and things that you faced there, perhaps told about, but in vague terms.
Okay. There's this
Think of it
smile
that
that's on her
way.
face.
It would be as if, I was told of your saving of the village Puck from the giant's castle. It would be as if you were told in legends of fighting for mighty giants.
Ah.
So, things are blended, things are lost, things are misremembered sometimes.
Did you happen to know her?
As I check my timeline to make sure, because I don't think they overlap, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second.
I was a wee wormling.
I want to make sure that.
I was just, yeah, I was just tiny.
yeah. I need to see if that's the case.
With my body.
Let me check. All right. He actually kind of nods his head with a fond recollecting smile and says, I was the head of the order but a few decades. So I was the one who was told of the problems being had, the problems threatening to breach the worlds. I was given the task of searching her out on this side, preparing her, seeing her grow, much as you do now.
I hope we can do well to her memory.
You follow in proud footsteps. I think you will do well.
I mean, we don't really have another option.
Sentimental as always, Kane.
Forgive me for being a person of action. Speaking of, unless we have more on-topic questions, shall we test our abilities and make sure we're not getting an overinflated ego of what we're capable of?
Well, I will say, even if you do not fully force me to call a halt, any ground you gain should be something of pride. I have had a long time to practice. That being said, I am not so overconfident to think that the shrines have done nothing for you. So, are we ready?
Is this... And Saul looks around the room. Is this large enough?
Oh no, we're going down to that hall.
Okay. Even so. You
He
get,
reaches over, kind of taps out his pipe into a waiting dish.
Don't you get kind of... And she makes like a hand gesture. Like we saw Token... It's...
Sana, I'm gonna trust the person who lives here and has had their body the whole time to know what size room is big enough.
I'm wondering if he's short for a dragon or something.
And I'm wondering if you're arrogant for a spellcaster. Let's go.
And he gets up, takes his cane, starts to kind of click, click, click out of the room and say, "You'll
As-
see."
As the other cane click, click, clicks out of the room as well.
All right.
Alsana will find someone and say, "Hey, if you happen to see Tokeny, just let her know that something fun's happening in the yard. Or not the yard, the hall."
Buddy. Say it with
Here.
Claddy.
All right. I'll be sure to pass on the message if I find her.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wish us luck. And Jin walks off.
You see him kind of looking between you and Claddy leading the way, and then you again, and there's a moment of thought on the face. Let's see.
Shout for dwarves.
Curiosity.
Hmm.
Yeah, you see his eyes kind of, eyebrows kind of go whoop upwards.
Alsana winks
Good
and
luck.
keeps walking.
And you guys are led down into that hall. The first place where you all came and tested your strength against what should have been a simple test but was complicated by the interference of a young silver dragon. And now returning, all four of you for the first time together, to test your new strength against a mightier foe.
Real quick,
So,
Kalta, what's
yes.
your resistances again?
Do one of them's cold.
Mhm.
Magical cold, I think, 'cause it was from a shrine. Necrotic, radiant, and non-magical slashing.
Okay, Alsana's going to
A lot of
pass...
resistances.
Two of them are from an item.
Alsana's
Oh.
gonna pass you a potion of cold resistance.
Thank you.
So
How
ma-
much did they last?
I think
Don't you resist cold?
I resist magical cold.
Yep.
Just in case he's though. If it's an hour, then cold will just.
Yep,
Down
because
and
that
out.
bumps the magical cold up to immunity and the non-magical cold up
Up to resistance.
to resistance.
Oh, are we playing with that rule, Ariel?
Hmm?
Are we playing with that rule with the double resistance equals immunity?
That's how my
Um,
thing works.
yeah,
It's a homebrew rule.
yep. I'm just gonna go ahead with it and say, yeah, sure. Go with
Okay.
it. So, I would like you guys to... You're given the chance to array yourselves around this room as you would see fit. Claddy waits on the central plinth, right in the center, right there.
Kane stands directly in front of him.
Okay.
I'm down spell slots. This'll be fun.
How
Mhm.
high is this little area?
It's a good, I would say a good, like, single step up, probably 1 or 2 feet at most. I would
call
say
this
2 feet at most.
call this 2-9. Will that impede any movement?
Okay, never mind. Hold on.
Just a little.
How high is a typical riser on a stair?
8 inches.
I wrote it down once. 8 inches, really? Okay.
It depends where you go, but it's between 6 to 8 inches.
All right. I wrote it down once ages ago for that giant, but I keep saying dragon, giant castle, because I calculated out how big they would be there. So, okay, I'm going to
Speaking
say
anything,
that
hold
it's, it might be a little bit more. It might be a little bit more than a step. I'm just going to say 1 foot.
Okay, that's
So, yeah, you're going to be able to get up and down just fine. It's not going to
Okay.
slow you down.
thank you.
It's 7.5 inches. My apologies.
Okay. In that case, let's say that this is just a little bit more than a step typically. There might be a little bit of a smaller, 7.5-inch rise at that point right there, so it's more like 2 small, teeny steps.
That's a
Shall
lot
we
of caldas. That's like more than a quarter. I think. That's impressive.
7.5 inches? No, it's less than a quarter. Split
Been
a
called
fifth.
this height?
Split a fifth.
Okay, is everybody currently happy with where they are standing?
I'm just looking up a thing because I might need you to have me a sheet.
Okay.
Any spells being cast in advance?
This is why I say I might need a sheet.
I mean,
I
like,
have-
I meant affecting other party members, but yeah.
I'm going to say that if you cast any spell, initiative will begin immediately.
Okay.
So you don't get to cast a lot of preparation stuff.
No fun.
But
Okay.
Claddy's not. Claddy's not casting a bunch of preparation stuff either.
Okay, let me recheck something then. This is revenge for the druid one, for your druid in the last one shot, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know what happened in the last one shot, but
Uh,
Ariel was
Oh, I had a druid and I was casting conjure creatures. various
Oh. Wait, I was
no,
there.
no, but
Yeah.
but also your druid was sad because you couldn't cast things like plant growth or anything.
Oh,
You
no.
put us in
This-
buildings.
Yeah, this is nothing to do with that. This is just a.
I'm just saying you're getting it anyways. 2 for 1.
Like, none of
If
this
it
is
makes you
intentional.
feel better to think that way, then fine.
I'm letting you feel better for getting it in on me.
Is that what you think? You think I feel better because of that?
Do you think Ariel craves revenge ever?
Yes.
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 Alright, do you think Ariel craves revenge for something that petty?
That's a little more questionable. It depends.
Okay.
I may occasionally make an exception. I may occasionally cackle a little bit over an idea.
That one shot happened.
Mhm.
I forget a lot of things
Okay.
happen.
Well, that'll be me. Then.
Yep. For the
I'm good.
sake of John, are you okay? Is Alaris in a good position? You've been muted for a little while.
Yeah, he's in a good position.
Okay.
Where
As
is
long as you-
Claddy? I should say.
Claudia is standing right there.
Okay.
However, upon looking around, he's just going to say, "Are we ready?"
Okay, looks at this
Think
fellow
so?
casters.
Then, I hope that you don't expect me to hold back. And in an instant, you see him close his eyes, bow his head, and his entire form shimmers and shifts. There's a billowing mist that suddenly rises from inside his clothes, beneath his hat, around his hands. It expands further and further out in a cloud, growing to encompass this entire plinth, and then some space. Kane, you are pushed by the mist about 5 feet back, if you don't mind moving just a little bit.
Sure thing.
As you back up in front of the expanding cloud, you see it stop at its fullest extent, gray, impenetrable, opaque. And then it condenses down, gleaming and glimmering silver in ribbons and threads in the dancing torchlight, until it takes the shape of a gargantuan silver dragon.
Oh, 4x4. Okay.
The top of his head nearly crests the ceiling. His tail curls around behind him, brushing the edges of the stone nearly in Calder's reach. He looks down at you, all of you, in turn, and you see a wide smile bearing gleaming, pale teeth. And he says, "In that case, let us begin." I'm going to have everybody roll initiative, and I'm going to get some proper music going for this.
He lost the accent.
Ken kind of looks up at the kind of skinnier than I thought you'd be.
A booming laugh resounds through the room, echoing faintly.
Is the accent fake? The accent's fake, isn't it?
Of course the
You've,
accent's
al-
fake.
you've always known the accent was fake. I need to add turn because his token isn't on the sheet technically, and he gets a d20 initiative. Poor guy.
Hmm.
All right.
Dragon's dexterity has the same initiative as Calda.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody's got initiative,
Guys.
and
Get your stat effects off early.
Yep.
Yep.
High stat effects.
yep, as Claudia or really Mioshka Kladu, kind of
Isn't that-
stands back and lets you all do as you will for the first round. Kane,
Just
what would
big
you like to
smile.
do?
A big smile on Kane's face, like, fuck yeah!
So yells back, I was hoping that it was real, okay?
It will show up eventually.
All right. I'm sure it will. 26 definitely hits for 13 slashing and 8 fire damage as you have the Flame Tongue Longsword out. All right, so 13 and 8 is 21. All right, that definitely hits. Let's see. 29 to hit, 7 and 6. The 12 does not hit. It ricochets off of these scales. Almost hard as diamonds. However,
be
you do
disappointed
find
if that hit.
purchase with the other two. Yeah, everybody would be disappointed if that hit. 7 plus 6 is a 13 to hit. Not to hit, but damage. Okay. All right, as he does not seem to be resisting any of this damage. However, it doesn't seem to be affecting him over much as of yet.
Kane
You
is just
circle
going to
around.
Scatter a bit, and just like, remember, cones of breath, keep scattered. Calda, if you're going to use your aura, stay close. Maybe close to Alsana, she resisted.
He looks down at you and smiles and says, "Clever, tactical.
You're a fucking
That's
dragon, of
promise.
course I'm trying to be.
Well done, Alsana."
I was not ready for my turn this early.
Fair enough.
Uh,
So someone who took an extra minute when he started.
Yes, I took an extra.
I'm making fun of you, ignore it. I'm making fun of you, keep going.
Fuck you. Okay. She's just going to. Fucking. Do you want him moving?
I don't particularly care.
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, stationary would be ideal.
Okay. Okay. Just fuck him.
Don't worry, the consequence of this going wrong is literally nothing.
Mhm.
There are no stakes other than pride.
Worst part for
Oh,
Devin.
sorry, can I add one more thing that I forgot?
What did you forget?
I had the
25
bonus
hits,
action.
1 piercing damage. It connects.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You just kind of think into the tail.
Oh, some delegate had strength for that damage. Probably not, but like, I can hope.
Ah.
Quick question about Devin plans. The two weapon fighting style, potion. Does that require me to have a light weapon in the offhand of the shield?
It would require light weapons. It is pretty much the two-handed weapon fighting style. So,
But the shield doesn't have that requirement.
Calder, are you okay with him moving closer to you?
Yeah, why not? I'm in range anyway.
Okay. Fine.
I'd have to decide that later, okay, Kane?
Okay, I'm asking in advance. I'm not going to use it today. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to review it and decide later, so save it till then.
Okay.
What do you like to do, Alsana? Have you got any ideas?
Moonbeam. It's
All
all
right.
I have. I am not
Draw your
prepared for today.
That's fine. So it's a 5-foot radius, so one little square there. Just
5 foot radius, so it's 2 by 2.
yes, good point. Go ahead and put that down. All
Say
right.
that should be written 10-foot diameter.
Or
So if
starts
it's a
its
5-foot
turn
radius of a single point, wouldn't it be 3 by 3? But it should, if not, it should,
What?
I think it should be diameter, not radius, anyways.
Yeah,
It's 2 by 2.
it is 2 by 2.
Yeah, just I feel like the writing is poorly done there. Or at least the
Yep.
language. Anyways,
All right, that's my turn.
All right then.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
move there.
Elaris. Okay. Elaris.
Right. So I'm going to start with my Hexblade's Curse,
Mhm.
So I get a proficiency bonus that modifier to damage rolls, and score critical hit on a roll of 1920. I'm going to duck this way, right here,
Alaris is the smartest bitch in this room taking cover.
and would I still have a good vantage point aiming this way?
You're a
If I could
sharpshooter,
peek
so
up.
yes.
Huh?
You're a sharpshooter, and he's enormous, so yes.
Yes. Cool.
Cool.
Let's go.
right. So
heavy
he's got his
cross-
hex. He's got your Hexblade's curse on him. Let me just go ahead and I'm just going to use the little hex marker.
Yeah.
So we keep track of that.
Yeah, and I'm going to take 2 shots with the heavy crossbow.
Okay. I mean, a
That's
30 is gonna hit. Yes. 15.
17. Okay.
I'll do
All right.
5 damage because the proficiency isn't on there.
Yeah, plus
Ah,
another
you're
5 damage.
supposed to have that. Okay, so yeah, 25 damage. Nicely done. Okay.
Yeah. And then another one.
A 21 does not hit.
Okay.
As
That's
you fire,
Bad.
and the bolt
Hilarious.
goes ping.
I'm going to duck into cover.
Fuck
Alright.
that.
All right.
22 AC.
Or
Or 23.
23, which is
23.
even more cursed.
Oh.
23.
Is that your turn?
I'm just gonna duck in and be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I'll say this in advance. Kane just yells out to Laris like, "Don't do any tricky shots unless you see a really fucking good opening."
Obviously not.
All right. At the end of your turn, he is going to suddenly raise his 2 gleaming silver wings and start to beat them in the air.
He gets the moonbeam, right?
No, it's
It's not his turn.
Okay,
It's a
never mind.
legendary action. So, 15 feet. That's just Kanan called it. I would like a
I'm
dexterity
not
saving
rolling that save. I can't pass it.
I'm so
I
sorry.
have a chance.
All right.
Puff
take it.
Fix.
Yeah, take it. Go for it.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
22 bludgeoning damage.
It's halved.
And
not
you
magic,
are-
right?
It is non-magical, yes.
Alright.
You are knocked prone, and Claddy flies down the way and lands next to
fuck.
Alsana. Peers around the pillar down at you, Alsana,
Mhm.
and says, "You'll have to be a little quicker than that,
So rolls her eyes.
dragon.
When did you get so edgy?
I've been raising my granddaughter for how many decades? I've
Fair
picked
point.
up a thing or two. Called it you are prone, it's half your movement to get up. Keep that
I
in mind.
know.
Okay. It is your turn, however. What would you like
I
to do?
know.
Oh my god.
Oh, you say this like you did not fuck every plant I had.
Yeah.
Neither you.
You completely throw a wrench into everything.
Yeah, I should have done the which I wanted to. I was gonna use my repositioning control close, but I will.
Second. I'm making decisions.
That's okay.
All right, it's fine. You have time to make decisions. Devin had to make decisions too, and we gave him a while, so. Mhm. Gives me time to make decisions as well.
Ariel.
Bonus action.
Oh my goodness. This is like not good.
Your bonus
Again,
action.
there are no consequences if we fail, guys.
I know. Fuck.
We know, but like fuck.
Amy.
Yeah, it's also a proving of everything we've done up until this point, and failing horribly feels like shit.
Yes.
He knows the vibe. But
Wait,
Speak for yourself, Conrad.
I am.
I'm gonna say something later. I'm gonna do my turn now. I'm gonna stand up.
Mhm.
Here.
Mhm.
Fucking bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Boof! In a cloud of mist, you reappear just behind the dragon. You see Claddy's great head retract from around the pillar and turn to look at you, still faintly smiling. And gives you a nod in acknowledgement. Your action?
1.
That definitely hits. Yep.
I don't know if it'll matter, but I'll reduce his speed by 10 feet.
Nice.
Until the start of your next turn. Okay, I'm going to try and keep that in mind.
Yep.
10 reduction in speed.
It probably doesn't matter. He's a dragon.
Okay. However, that is 15,
Yeah.
4, and 4. 28 also definitely hits. Let me just go ahead and
Do damage in a second.
plus 13, 1, and 6. 43 damage total on this turn. All right. Nice.
I'm double checking something, and that's all I can do. That's my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, you see him shift slightly, and you see the tail start to uncoil, whipping directly towards you as he performs a tail attack as a legendary action.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's going to hit. 20 bludgeoning damage, non-magical, therefore potentially reduced.
Oh wait, yeah. My 3. Wait, did it count for the other? Did the wing thing count for the 3 too?
Yes, it's
Okay,
non-magical.
1 second. Yeah,
Ooh.
6 HP myself.
Yes. Yes, his attacks, though he is a magnificent creature and innately magical in his own way, his physical attacks do not count as magical themselves.
Got it.
Perfect. Oh, but this is the only type of damage that I don't resist. Lovely.
It's a
All right.
He has those claws and mouth, John. Don't you worry.
Yeah, fair.
On Clady's turn, he begins
Uh-oh.
with a frightful presence. All of you need to make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute.
Oh,
Kane
boy.
does. Neither does Calda.
All right, you
Fuck.
two are unafraid. Alaris, so close, but unfortunately, even as you are... It's not your turn to move.
I know.
Okay, you were just shifting. Okay.
Yeah.
Even as you're aware that this is Clady, this is the gnome, this is friendly, for a moment you are struck with such awe at this dragon's presence, especially as he turns and looks directly down the hallway that you were taking shelter in. That something magical, something beyond your control and your own logic even, shivers across you. Alsana, you feel much the same, passing over you in a wave. Makes you shiver as if cold. You just can't help it. You're probably innately aware of what this frightful presence is, the magical pressure it exerts,
Mm-hmm.
but some things are sometimes beyond you.
Ask a clarification question before it comes up actually in the fight.
Yes?
Does the immunity right now for Kane and I count as a pass so it won't work on us again? And or if I go towards one of the others, will it count as a pass and then it's immune to them again? Or is it just right now this is the aura of no frighten, blah blah blah, you have to try again?
I would say it's just right now the aura of no frighten.
Sorry,
So
guys,
if,
if I move.
yeah, if Kane ran out of your aura and this went off again while he was outside of it, he would have to try to make that save.
The real thing
creature's
is
immune
that
to the magic. The creature is immune to the dragon spray for presence for the next 24 hours.
If it's successful on saving
Yeah,
throw,
okay.
or the effect ends for it. So if I do Alsana and Alaris, they're immune.
Okay.
Yeah.
The effect ends.
I will allow that, definitely. If you get within 10 feet of one of the two of them, it would probably end the effect. No.
They're also immune to it. If the effect ends for it, the creature is immune for the dragon's fire presence for the next 24 hours. It's in the wording, Aria.
In the wording.
Yeah.
In the wording that if it ends.
All right, we'll go with that. However, Kane did not make the saving throw. He didn't have to. So I'm going to say that if the frightful presence goes off again, like a round from now, and Kane happens to be outside of that 10-foot thing, then he would have to try to make the save.
Okay,
He's not automatically immune.
I would rather this argument happen now than later when we're also more stressed.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god.
All right.
you basically have to be fucking. You have to get the goddamn fear vaccine.
Honestly,
Okay.
Useful.
since I move first after my turn, feel free to be afraid.
All right, and let's see, what was he going to do? Because I was thinking of something, and then I got very distracted by questions and things.
Haha, I threw you off your rhythm.
You did.
He's got
You did.
his multi attack balls after Fire Presence.
Ah, yep, there it is. Okay. So, 3 attacks, 1 with the bite, 2 with the claws. Who is going to
Roll a d4.
pretty much.
Okay.
Because he's just being indiscriminate. No, I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay.
I've got 3d4 that he's going to do. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. All right. It goes Kane call to Kane as he evidently decides that the 2 who are frightened are going to be less of an issue for the time being. So Kane, you get the bite attack as the head of Claddy. He whips around to face you, and his head on a long sinuous neck snakes over and then downwards, closing upon you.
Oh, he's got advantage. Roll, see if you get 20.
All right, well, roll again. Nope, he does not roll higher.
Alright, 24 half to 12.
There is a claw attack on Calda.
Thank God. Oh, thank
19
God.
slashing damage, non-magical. And another claw against Kane.
You can't reach me.
Oh, it is a 10-foot reach, you're right. Okay, in that case, without moving, that one's going to go on Calda again.
I'm not as grateful for this one.
Okay. All right, that being done. Oh, actually, that's his action.
10-foot reduction, if that matters.
Hmm.
It probably doesn't, but I just want to say it 'cause
Probably,
I
yeah,
have
probably
extra
it
feet
doesn't
for it.
matter.
10-foot reduction, but that doesn't matter because things are happening otherwise.
It's flying.
No.
Bastard.
Well, I mean, he could. I've just got to scout out the entire area here. Yeah. It's a bit of a tight fit, but he flies up, launching into the air.
So I have to ask an
No.
important question.
Yes.
You said the ceiling is pretty close to his head, right?
Yes, so never mind. On that note, he actually... Yep, I am miscalculating things. You could enter that, however... It's a little harder to move things around here.
That's the downside of a big fuck off dragon.
It is, especially in close quarters. I don't want to, like, squish anybody.
I
Is the
mean,
thing.
it's an effective attack.
He's 3 sizes bigger than us. We can technically be in the same space as him.
Yeah, true.
3.
Technically.
Yeah, as long as you might want to put us on the foremost layer,
Mhm.
just so if he ever does stand on top of us, we can still see our tokens.
You know what? Yeah, I'll send him 2 back. All right. This will be interesting. Okay, he actually kind of moves over you guys.
Is that opportunity for me?
4, 5. Yes, it is.
It will do nothing.
Unfortunately. And as he's right about there, he's going to use his bonus action, and a great cloud of mist covers where he was, and he reappears perched on that second-story balcony.
Oh shit, it's
Overlook
dragon with
you.
Misty Step. That's not good.
Yep. That was a misty step.
Dragon with magic.
Yep,
That's
he
hilarious.
perches there
we're so
and
fucked.
looks down upon you. Kane, he's a
Alright.
little bit out of your reach as you're on the first floor, he's up on the second, but you do know these stairs go up and around, or you've got
Does he
range. So
fit in the second floor?
He is kind of perched on that balcony with his claws on like the edge of the stone, looking down over you. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but he's there.
Alright. Let me check something real fast before I move.
Yep. His entire
for
head and neck is overhanging.
Yep, I will say, for present something he has to do on his turn, so it does not automatically occur.
Yes. Yep.
So I'm just checking that real fast.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're good to go.
By the way, Cole, did you take your opportunity attack? Oh,
You
wait, no.
missed
'cause-
a step.
Right, because he misstepped at right. Okay. Bitch. Okay.
You see, I'm enjoying every moment of this.
Yep, I will take bonus action to switch to the Sword of Thorns and make 3 Grasping Vine attacks.
Okay. All right, let's have him.
1, 2,
That's a
and
miss.
3.
That's a hit, and that's a
22
miss.
hits. Okay, 22 armor class.
22 hits, just
And I
barely.
take an equal amount of piercing damage or necrotic damage.
Yep.
That's such a shame.
So 2
5,
piercing
9.
damage. And it is not large or smaller, so he's not pulled.
Yeah, that's not the effect I'm going for.
All right, yeah.
All right.
I'm just making sure there wasn't anything else I'd forgotten in there.
Yeah, no, you're good. On the second one though, just because I'm curious. Hold on, let me just measure something real fast. Alright, and I'm going to take my reposition ally on Kolda.
Okay.
Get to the center of the room. He moves again, at least you can reach him.
Please get within 10 feet of me. I can't move towards you to stop my fear.
Or get rid of the fear. Just basically,
I-
Kane doesn't know that your fear works that way, so.
Give me a second, please.
But additional 7 damage on Claddy.
1 second.
Because I'm sorry, Earl, I'm not trying to say his name.
Okay, that's fine.
The dragon.
Try and get rid of your frightened.
Thank you.
It's not quite your turn yet. Alsana goes first.
Oh, wait,
reposition
reposition.
ally.
Dum. Yep. I thought it, and then it flew out of my head, and yep.
Yep,
You're
okay.
good.
So the effect ends there.
All right.
I just need to stay by Calda at this point, right?
No,
I
it's
think he's
ended for you,
above.
so you're fine.
No, I mean for him, he's just gonna, if I run off and you guys are in the front, he's just gonna fly over, like, teleport beside me and wreck me. I need to stay beside Calda, so he is actually moving in range of someone who can hit him.
enough.
Action, Sacred Flame on him.
All right.
Have I upgraded this? That should be 3, yep. Dexterity save.
1 dexterity saving throw. All right. He fails.
Okay.
Takes 14 radiant damage.
And like that, he is getting 7 Harvest Scythes.
Precisely the correct answer.
Load him up.
Oh, that's a good number. That's a really good number.
Yep.
Total of 60
Alright.
damage on 1 cantrip.
He saw you casting a cantrip, and sort of, he tried to dodge it, but then it washed over him. And for an instant, he looks like, you can see on his face almost an expression of, not bad, but, and then
if I
you
may
snap
flavor.
your fingers.
And
Yes.
the little mote of Radiant Flame just into like a full-size, like, Grim Reaper made of Radiant Fire that just brings the scythe down on his neck.
That's dope. I like
There's
that.
a little, not a little, there is a roar. Not full-fledged, but a bellow of surprise. He
Okay.
looks at the dissipating flames and looks towards you. And you see the ridges over his eyes raised slightly.
And there's a
He
tongue
nods
out and a like the bottom of the eye pulled down.
Kane is cackling.
Call to Kane, who's hurt more.
I believe Calda is because she took 2 of those claws.
Yep. Right.
I have significantly less hit points than Kane.
You're the healer though. You're the other healer.
Yeah, no, in this situation, he'll Calda.
Healing word.
All right. Calder, regain those hit points.
As Kane's laughing, he just looks over to Alsana. It's like, you do know how to swing a scythe! I'm so proud!
Well,
And
I-
at that point, Kane, I believe that's the end of Alsana's turn.
Oh yeah, I know what
Think
happens
so,
next. Okay.
Yep, that's her turn. Rebecca's
Okay.
here.
With that, Claudi's tail, as you turn and laugh, swings down towards you, Kane. That's a hit. That's a hit.
He has to roll less than, he has to roll a 3 or lower to this.
Oh my god, that's maximum damage on there. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I guess we're brought down to
26
13.
Okay, good. He's as hard as he possibly could hit you with that one blow.
Yeah, okay, just still laughing.
Fair enough. All right, Ilaris.
Yeah. Fuck. Am I still frightened?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah. So I
Um,
can't willingly
oh.
go closer, can I?
Oh, one moment.
But you're currently out of sight, so yes, you can.
Okay. So I can just peek. Can I just peek out?
Alfana? Oh yes, Calda ended it for you. Yes.
Oh,
and-
fuck. Nice.
You can
Pearl's
peek
not about
out.
you.
Yeah.
Falstana,
No. Yeah, sorry. You can peek out, but yeah, that would be the end of your movement. You would not be able to get closer. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll say for the sake of this. No, that would bring you closer.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to remain 40 feet away.
Technically, it's not Euclid.
40.
It's 40 feet no matter
40,
how far.
45, 50, 50, 50.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can run out as long as you don't pass this line. Until
As
you
long as I
get
don't pass this
to-
line.
Yeah,
As long as you
where
don't
I'm-
move in this dimension, basically.
Yep.
Basically, if you go
Uh,
like this, you're good.
Yeah. Could
Which
I bump over to where I'm closer to Calda?
Yeah.
Like
Anywhere
here?
there. Yep.
I'd say
the
behind cover.
effect- Wherever.
Just like here,
Sure.
behind
You
the
get-
pillar.
Yep, you enter the aura of just reassurance that is Calda. It's not so scary.
Okay. And I am just gonna take my 2 shots. No frills, no nothing.
Shot.
Just
Sounds good.
1. Oh fuck.
That's
Hmm.
a
Ew.
shame.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
also a shame.
that was those
Oh, those are some foul rolls.
There's some
those are
boobies.
bad rolls.
Unfortunately, you do miss both shots.
Yeah,
The
they're
first
probably just
one
flying
is-
off a big pillar here.
Yeah, the first one, you don't set the string quite right. You fumble it a little bit, and it sends the shot spinning off a good bit. The second one hits the pillar.
And still
scatters
shaking
it.
a bit, maybe.
Maybe a
Still
little
a bit shaken.
At least when you set the string in the bow, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything else on your turn?
Oh fuck. Actually, let's get some double hexing up in this.
Nice.
We're double hexing right now.
Can I
Alright.
request for the ability score?
Yeah.
Can I... Actually, the only one I can think of him using, possibly, is Strength. So I think it's the only one with any kind of use.
You can't knock him prone.
That's fine. I think it's the only one that he has a chance of using, even for something on his end.
Hmm.
You might wanna
Yeah.
knock off Strength.
I'd say maybe intelligence or wisdom. Just hopefully he's a bit stupider.
Ability checks, not saving throws.
Yeah, it's only ability checks. So if it was like intelligence or wisdom, he might be a bit less wise to some
I-
shit we try to pull.
I think that's... I don't think that's gonna matter.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Wait, you've never had a he's gonna do a check to see if he knows what you're doing thing?
I think it's less likely than him using an athletics check.
For
Knocking us prone. If he wants to knock someone out of the air.
he can do that with his wings. With a save that I and you can't make.
Yeah, again. I still think it's more likely than intelligence or wisdom. Allow us to do your thing.
Yeah. So he's just gonna do strength. And then he's gonna... Yeah. That's fine. He's fine where he is. As
Okay.
of right now.
All right. Calda.
Okay.
Okay.
Action. Finally. Never mind. 10 feet.
Oh, I need not Ebger. Okay.
1 second.
Yep.
Fuck.
Ooh, Bane.
Also out of range.
She can move. It's fine.
She can walk up and walk
Yeah.
back.
That would do
Don't
it.
right now.
All right, so charisma saving throw. So let's go ahead and see what happens there. What's your DC?
18.
Let's try this off, motherfucker.
I'm
Yep.
so sorry.
Yep. Knew that was happening. Totally knew that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm
Yeah,
my
so sorry.
This lowest save we've seen so far.
No, it's
turn.
No,
It's
Dex.
dexterity.
His dex was lower.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's only a +7 because he doesn't have any dex. He just has proficiency. That's it.
Okay.
Fair.
All right. So let's see.
Kate is so excited for what's about to happen next. He's so fucked.
Maybe. Let me just go ahead and double check something, just to see if I'm getting distances right. Here,
What's the strength bonus?
you don't know.
I wasn't asking the GM to be fair.
We're asking the tie +10.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
If he's proficient in athletics, he's a +17. He also can't miss probably 3 of us.
Okay. I'm just wondering if we could potentially fail a strength save against me.
He'd have to roll a 1.
One
no,
or two.
your DC's 18. Oh, your DC's 19?
Yep.
Then you would have to roll a 1.
Yeah, because 17 would pass. Or, no, sorry, 19 would pass.
Yeah, so if his thing is a plus.
The +17
if he rolls
adds
If he rolls a 2
Okay,
plus
yeah.
17 is 19.
Fair. Unless another bang goes off.
I'm not trying that again.
I mean,
Yeah,
alright.
it's a whole action cast.
He also is an ancient dragon, so what else do you... I forgot about that. I'm happy it didn't pass. Well, whatever.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and yeah, that one's fun. It's not optimized, but it's fun.
That's my favorite
That's a good
sentence. What the fuck does that mean?
Good sentence.
It means that I need to choose targets. All right.
Oh.
Because we're clumped up.
No, because you're not clumped up enough.
Oh.
Is he lying?
He is perched on the balcony up there.
No, sorry. I was asking myself. I can't remember if he's a line or a cone.
No, that's not what he's doing. That's not what he's doing. If he did that, you guys would all be dead, probably.
Fair.
Ariel,
Yes?
give us hope.
Hmm.
No, it's hilarious. These drags like are like 22 and above, guys. Like, we're not winning this.
What's his Christmas save bonus?
Plus,
13.
Shape.
13.
I need a...
Okay.
Oh, you're
How the
really
heck-
pulling a tie. I'm
How do you
proud of
make a circle? How do you make a circle?
Alt.
Thank you.
Devin, I'm proud of you.
Hmm.
You write
Oh.
down those stats.
You know what? On second thought, I misread the radius. He would not be able to get multiple people, so that is not gonna happen.
Damn.
Dead.
Really wish non-optimized phone was gonna be great.
Yeah, it was, but unfortunately, he needs just a teeny bit more clumping.
No.
Just a teeny bit.
No.
Instead, it's gonna be everybody.
Oh. Worse.
As you see him lift a claw in front of his massive fanged face. He breathes into it, and you see ice slowly forming as he takes the other claw and starts molding it, perched, hunched over on his back legs like a massive silvery squirrel, but with wings, scales, and infinitely more terrifying.
That is a terrific image.
Hmm.
As he forms this sphere of ice between his claws.
Oh, shit.
Looks towards the center of the room, seems to cock his head and judge distance slightly, and then throws
Three-point
it.
shot.
And everybody
Yep.
gets to do, let's see, what was it? A Constitution saving throw.
Ah.
His DC is 21.
Fuck that. I'm taking Indomitable.
Collie, you're good.
Does anything
you take
happen
half-
if you fail the save other than the damage?
Let's see. Nothing happens
Damn it.
except for the damage. On a successful save, you take half the damage.
Okay, I don't care.
What's
I take
happening?
nothing.
Yeah.
Half of
Constitution
35
save.
rounded down for you would be
Shit.
17.
Okay, what's half of 17?
Rounded down again, 16 to 8.
Yeah.
All right, so get your damage reductions down, Alstana, and you weather the storm without care.
And she looks up at him again and again, tongue out, like pull under the eyelid.
And right behind her.
Looks behind her. Oh.
Perfect. All right. So with that, he will end his turn. He remains perched up on that second-story balcony. Kane, what would you like to do?
I am going to approach him because he cast spell, so was not able to use Terrifying Presence.
Oh.
He is
So,
about 15 feet up.
is there any way for me to get? I'm going to walk up the stairs in his space then.
The stairs are over here. The stairs are this way, and they go around.
Oh. I thought there was a Sisters Nathan too.
Nope. Let me move him over, but
It's
it's the mirror of this one. There are no stairs.
Okay.
It is
Alright,
just a
misread that then.
balcony. Yeah, the
He's
only
15 feet up.
yeah, roughly. In
thought he
order
was
to
pushing
have
us-
a, in order to have a
I just
balcony.
thought he was pushing against the ceiling. That's all. Sorry, that's my miscounting.
Oh.
Okay.
No, he's just massive,
So in that case,
especially when he's reared up and his neck is extended and everything.
two- yeah, there was a chance this was going to happen anyway, so I'm okay with this. So
Okay.
Kane is going to technically never leave his range because he's 15 foot range to get to there. Forgot to mark off my indomitable earlier. Hold on.
I think that you're maybe 5 or so feet back because you weren't fully up to him when you started measuring. Remember,
right.
you did
Yes,
step
you're
up
right.
to him, so just a little bit.
But still
Okay.
same distance, so okay.
Mhm.
And it's gonna be a fun combo. So first thing he's going to do is make a final grasping vine attack with the Sword of Thorns.
You can't see him right now. There
Oh,
is
is
a
that a-
wall.
Is that a
That's a wall. That's a
I
wall.
thought it was a gap. Shit.
I'm sorry, that's a wall. Yeah,
That's okay.
you
But in that
technically you
case-
rounded a wall outside of his space there.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, he doesn't have a beat on you. You don't
In
have a
that
beat
case,
on him at the moment.
Can I negate that movement?
Yes, you can because
I'm
there
going
was...
to try and jump up and climb up that wall. It's 15 feet. I can just straight up jump up that. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. You don't really have. Yeah. Okay. He's big enough.
Yeah, I can. He's 2 sizes larger. I can just get beneath him and start swinging.
Okay.
There we go. I'm sorry if this is anything you need later. And just start swinging. Bonus action switch to
Okay.
longsword. And let us go. So, 1.
Yeah. Okay. 27.
Um,
That's hit.
Does
Nice
anybody want to move?
fire.
I really do, but I don't know how.
If you do, we can move behind you and keep with you as you go.
That's far too much clumping because I'm getting into melee, buddy.
Hmm.
I know you want the +5, but I would like to get some damage into him.
All right.
I'm at least hoping to get you to the center of the room.
I-
That way, no matter where he goes, you can probably reach him
Mm-hmm.
on your turn. So, do you want to move?
Actually, I think I misdid something. But it is in your favor. Do you have a climbing speed? Kane?
Yes. So am I not? No, I don't have a climbing speed, but I don't need one. I can jump 15 feet up with a long jump. Or running jump.
Oh, I misunderstood that. Okay, you're good.
Yeah,
you're
I
fine.
just have the strength score to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
But Calda, do you want to move or no?
I'd like to because I need my bonus action next turn. I need
Sure.
to get within 10 fucking feet of this man.
Move 15 feet.
Thank you.
There we go. Additional 5 damage on Claddy.
Yep.
Second attack is going to be. Where is it? First of all, another swing. That hits. Good.
Mhm.
And. Distracting strike. So, next attack
Okay.
by someone else has advantage on him.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yep. Plus, final attack.
Uh,
Missed.
Yep.
I'm not gonna find another time for it. Fuck it. Action surge.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah,
We're not gonna live through this whole fight. It's fine.
we are, but like,
Yeah, but not like in the way we need to.
All right, 18.
Do I not have? Oh, is that the one that I don't have? Oh, okay. I thought I had a different superiority attack, but apparently that's the one that I never took.
Mhm.
Really? That's a shame.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just 3 more attacks then.
Yep, that was 1.
2. That misses.
That misses. Yes.
And
That one
that's
misses.
unfortunate.
It
That's
is.
okay. All right. And that is all that I can do this turn. Yeah, that was an unfortunate action surge, but oh well.
And as you're standing underneath him, at the end of your turn, you see the tail coil up
Yep.
and, like spring, launch sweeping towards you. 25 to hit, 20 bludgeoning damage.
Go across the face. All right. For reference for Alsana, so it doesn't take time later. I'm at half health.
Okay.
All right, Alsana.
Hey, Lars.
Yeah.
How much you do on an Eldritch Smite?
Huh?
How much you do on an Eldritch Smite?
Yeah.
Very much so, yes.
What is the number?
What is
what
the
D1?
number? 5d8.
Okay. I can beat that.
Lovely.
So, are you okay with me taking that advantage?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So Alsana is going to move up to here because oh boy, if this works.
Oh boy.
She's gonna cast Produce Flame,
Do it. Do it.
which
Okay.
is an advantage because it's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah,
Do it.
damn it! 1918. Oh, I was so
Oh,
close.
so close.
All right.
All right.
Well, either way, she puts her
Did
2
you
hands
drop
together,
something then?
and like pulls out a string of fire that in the end into a scythe, and she's just gonna throw it.
Okay. Are you
Uh,
putting sights on top of this?
Yes, I'm putting 7
Then
sights on
fire.
top of it.
Go
Good.
for it. Roll them out. Do it all at once.
You have 14.
Okay, that is
My level.
total- All right.
Okay. Okay.
Remind
I
me.
thought you only had
Oh no, 13. My bad. Miscount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remind me.
38
Besides,
damage on it.
do the same type of damage as the spell or effect? Yes. So it's all fire,
No, I thought it
believe
was
so.
necrotic.
or is it?
It is necrotic, yes.
It is necrotic. Okay. Okay. Good to know. All right. As he sees you spin out these scythes, he realizes the distraction at the last moment.
Yep.
And you see a shimmer around him as somehow, forming from mist that poofs off of his scales, a second Claudi appears in front of him at midair, wings spread, and wraps the wings around the impact as it strikes and absorbs the entire hit.
That is such bullshit.
I'm sorry.
That's a hilarious ability. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is a reaction, and it has to recharge in order for him to use it again.
Oh, that's such a fucked
But
up
you
ability,
did-
Ariel.
You did get him to use it on something that was not a crit. I was waiting for a crit.
I can't blame you.
I'd be mad at that if that was a long rest. That's my turn.
Okay.
I'll move there.
All right. At the end of your turn,
Oh, wait,
Kane,
no, fuck me. I have a bonus action. Fuck that. I'm healing Kane.
go for it. Get it.
Keep called up. Don't keep me up. I have enough HP.
Fine.
Yeah.
Calda, 12 hit points.
Appreciate it.
All right. Kane, at the end of that turn, the tail coils and whips across you again.
Yep, 8 bludgeoning.
Okay. Elaris, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go for more shots.
Crit this
Obviously,
bitch for me, please.
Huh?
Please crit him for me.
I'm hoping for one. I don't have. I have no reason to believe that I can. That's a 16. God damn it. Okay.
Roll the extra d6 from Hex.
Yeah.
And then plus 5.
All right. It is plus 5
proficiency.
from the.
So,
Yep.
19.
Yes. It would be 24
Sorry, 24, you're right.
because he is currently hexed. Yeah.
I'm
In
fine.
2 different
And then
ways.
25. Actually, start rolling the d6. So
Yeah. And
Yeah, you gotta roll a d6 on that. Okay.
D6 on what?
That's a
fuck
5,
it,
5,
well,
5,
I'll use one of my
15,
Eldritch Smites.
26. All right.
So
Go
that's
for it.
1. So that's 1.
A
A
Nice, doubled the damage.
26 damage.
Hold on. No, I'm backing up on a thing. I just read a thing.
Yep.
I dedicate scythes when I do damage. If the attack misses, I wasn't
Oh.
doing damage.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? That's an interesting thing.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's like a pallet. Does everyone here have a smikes for Kane?
Probably.
Except for King.
So I'm taking those back.
All right.
Basically, smite.
Okay. Noted. I will keep that in mind in the future.
Fuck
Kane is
you.
capable of crazy damage, Nova.
I don't have a smite, but I do have action surge. I'm okay with that.
You do. So you're capable of some stuff.
I'm capable of some stuff. That's my experience as a fighter right there. I'm gonna be honest.
Capable of some stuff. You're
Anything
capable
else,
of some
Dolores?
stuff. No.
Take cover, you bitch.
Oh,
Call
yeah,
them.
I'm gonna take cover.
Oh, thank God.
I'm just gonna just
Um,
dive in here.
you.
Okay.
I keep using these now that I know I have them. I can just jump on top of them.
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
Whoosh.
Gang, gang, let's do it.
Gang, gang.
I'm here now.
All right. Though I think you are still limited by your. Hold on. Where
It was
were
20
you?
feet. I already
Okay.
measured it.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Don't
worry.
turn in.
Vow of enmity. I am.
I will say, Calder, if this is mirrored, that's not a place to stand. You have to move one more.
Yeah, to be fair, just scooch over
Yeah,
one.
so just one.
It
one
doesn't
extra.
really matter. You're in this
Well,
space.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
But
making sure the ground beneath you. All right, 25 definitely hits. 24 definitely hits. Okay. 11, 1, and 4 for 16,
16
and another
19.
19.
plus 13.
Ha. All right, he's looking rough, guys.
Good.
We're getting there.
You're doing stuff. Anything else?
We're doing some stuff.
nope.
All
I
right.
got what I wanted off.
Okay. Last legendary action. He does not have enough for the wing attack because he did 2 tail attacks earlier.
Yep.
So he's going to go ahead and make a tail attack against Calda as she is just arrived.
I want it to be on Kane because I just want Kane to be just constantly hit the face like, "Pff, can you pff, stop it?"
Yeah.
Yep.
It was considered for a moment. All right.
Got it.
Have we seen his con save yet or no?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, then. Let's see. He is going to just, on his turn, first bonus action to Misty Step. Poof! Down onto the floor again.
Big heckin' misty step.
Big ol' Misty Step. It's very little distance when you're actually so big that the Misty Step is like your entire body. And with that,
That's 45 feet. Oh, wait, no, hold on.
in
There you
the
go, never mind.
wrong side. Yep,
They're 4 wide. Oh, he's 3 wide. Okay.
4 wide. He is 1, 2, 3, 4
Right.
wide. Remember,
It doesn't get corners. It does. Yeah, right, okay.
All right. All right, then. At that point, he's got a couple of options with his action. The question is, what's going to be the most fun? Oh, I need to roll a d6 to see if he gets that special reaction back. He does not.
Fucking not.
It's a terrible one, isn't it?
He doesn't deserve it.
Oh, you're just so bitter.
Yes.
He deserves it, just not when we're fighting him.
Why wouldn't we be bitter, Ariel?
I can't
Why
imagine.
wouldn't Devin in particular be bitter, Ariel?
Oh,
That's a
Devin
better question.
is
I'm a ball of sunshine all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but no, you're sunshine, and in fact, you give sunburn without trying.
Are you calling my personality the equivalent of skin cancer?
No, I'm calling it a mild irritation.
Are you measuring?
That may lead to skin cancer.
Yeah. Fine, it's a pain in the neck. How about that?
Oh boy, hold on a second.
I forgot to bring my sunscreen.
Hey, Devin, after the shit you messaged me earlier, I feel like it's only fair.
Was it worse than what he said before?
Not so bad as the Connect 4, but it was pretty close. Actually, no, it was fake character, so no, it wasn't.
Interesting. I'm sorry, I've got a lot of spells here and I'm not used to a spellcaster of any kind.
Maybe you should
That
make your
explains
dragon a
so much.
spellcaster, Ariel.
No, please make a dragon a spellcaster. It gets a higher rate of mistakes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I trust Ariel to balance it regardless of spells or not. At least this way she's more likely to make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly, because spellcasters, yeah. No. What's gonna be the most fun? Huh.
Oh,
We're a bonus action, but not
should I
bonus.
down into the other game?
Oh boy. Kane and Calda.
Yes.
Do it.
You see him look over at you
Do it.
and say,
Fuck me up.
"You are far quicker than you once were. Well done."
I am
But
exactly
let's-
as fast as I was.
Hmm.
Oh, I got 5 feet.
Look,
Powerful angles.
you jumped up an entire balcony, okay?
5
Not fast.
feet.
And,
I'm
you,
not fast,
and
I'm
you're
just
also
faster.
you're also doing a lot more swings per turn. Let me finish the statement.
Okay, fair. I'll give you that one.
He lifts a claw towards you, and you see him grab hold of thin air and start to twist. Let's put that to the test. I need the both of you to, real quick, make me a wisdom saving throw. DC 21, you do both benefit from Calda's...
Oh, I still
not
passed.
advantage, but you still pass.
My stuff's still on. I'm sorry.
I pass with the nominal I pass.
Okay, was that an Indomitable?
Yeah, I have 2 now.
Okay.
13 ability.
Just making sure that that was what you were using.
Yep.
And you both pass
God bless
through the
Calda.
You see a big toothy smile on his face.
He can't cast slow. He cast another leveled spell this turn.
No, he didn't.
No, I didn't.
He cast Misty Step.
Oh,
He cast
You're
a leveled
right.
spell this turn.
he did cast Misty Step. All right, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I lost track of that. Yep. Back that up. He does not cast slow.
Unless you want to hand wave and say that he can do that 'cause he's a fucking ancient dragon, but
He's an ancient dragon, but I'm trying not to like break too much here.
I'd take it right now.
Fuck you to damage.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Also, I'd take it right now. That means he used his turn.
Yeah, no. To be fair, this was not a call in the favor. I just always give the call whether it's in our favor or not.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I'd take it right now.
He does not cast slow because he cannot cast slow. He would know that even if I'm being dumb.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
Done your best.
He's going to actually head over across the floor to about there.
Okay,
And on the two of you, Kane, as he approaches about 15 feet, he bites at you. 27 to hit, 26 piercing damage, reduced however you would. Calda, 2 claws at you at the same time. Oh, that's a crit.
Oh, they
Ariel,
both have.
Yes.
Can plus -3. Can I add one thing that I forgot to last turn?
Yes.
Or is it?
I can't.
What? Ray loop. All right.
I can't believe I just fucking crit that. I'm so angry.
I'll allow it this time, but in the future, try to keep track of that. Okay, this is twice now in this combat.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I couldn't have done that because I used the. I had to switch from sword to
yes,
sword. That's
bonus
right. Yes, that's why I didn't do it.
Damn it! I just got rid of
my God.
whatever his health was by mistyping the number. Frick.
I think Control Z still works.
Can I do that? Okay, good.
Natural 20 with a lantern shield is what I come back to. Lovely.
So fucking angry.
Yep,
And it wasn't even
the
an attack
lantern
actually hit.
shield doesn't happen because he forgot that it was a thing that didn't exist.
In another universe, that's how Kane wins.
Yeah.
That would be the single greatest achievement of the fucking Lantern Shield, and fuck you if it's not magical after that.
Quick question, Calda. Does the speed reduction simply last and last? What was that on?
So I can do it every turn.
Okay.
Once per turn. I can do it once per turn. and he's
Okay.
the only target. So like, just assume.
As long as you
I
hit
think
ever.
you hit him. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that called a hit last time, so
Yeah, she hit twice.
so that was 20. He's potentially got another lots.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Yep. As you see him rise up slightly in the air, just enough to coast along here. And it's an odd thing about him. He almost seems to move fluidly between the pillars, nearly trailing mist as he goes. He lands here, besides you, Althana, and looks down at the two of you and says, "Forgive me, I haven't been paying nearly enough attention to you." Kane, it's your turn.
He's been paying
Please.
precisely the right amount of attention.
Don't.
Alright,
Please.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get there, and then I'm going to throw my javelin of lightning.
Okay. Very nice, very nice.
That's upsetting to an extreme degree. Okay, so that misses. Actually, sorry, that's the dex save, not the what's it called? Not the attack, because no. Which one hits the target that I'm aiming for?
You
attack.
do have to aim for a target in order to get the dex
Right.
save.
Okay,
through
so
the
yeah, that
weapon.
does miss. Okay.
Yeah.
Second attack in that case will be the harpoon. That's incredibly upsetting. Okay, my third attack is going to be.
As you see Kane just kind of pulling weapons off his back and flinging them.
As he does.
Hit it with the mace. What are you doing?
All the saves are DC 15. He has yet to have a save in which I can beat him.
Still works better.
No, it doesn't, because I can't do anything with this. If it fails, no effect.
No, but you can just hit him better.
No, because the flame tongue is the same to hit. And does 2d6 extra damage.
That's what it. Well, that weapon. I mean.
That's what the flame tongue is.
Yeah. Do flame tongue.
He's 20 feet away!
Dang.
To be fair, Kane did not have that much movement.
Okay, and my last attack is going to be with one of my normal javelins that I'm trying to find on my sheet.
Mhm.
Can I just roll the javelin of lightning, and then just it does 1d6 damage? Because I can't find the right one.
Just roll a d20 and you looks like you add 12 to it. Proficient strength and ranged weapon attack.
It's a ranged attack, so we add an extra 2 on top of that.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
that is
That's what you're adding. Yeah, right, sorry.
yes.
Alright,
Just roll a d20 plus 12.
wrong one. That's plus 8. So 20...
8 plus 12 is 20.
No, it's 21.
8 plus 12 is 20.
12.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at what you rolled.
Sorry,
You rolled
I'm so out of it. So 20, that misses, right?
That misses.
Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Oh. Okay, and I ask you this, Ariel, knowing it's a
Yeah.
long shot.
Hmm.
Technically, it's a bonus action to attack with the lantern shield. Is it a bonus
No.
action to improvise weapon to throw the lantern shield in?
No.
Damn it.
Because it's an
Okay.
action to take the shield off.
Cease your chicanery.
Yeah, that's just a real shame because it means I can't get called into range this turn.
Okay. I can get into range, don't worry.
Yeah, I was
I
hoping to save a spell slot though. Okay,
I don't.
in that case, I will second wind take 17 HP back.
Sounds like a good idea. All right.
I just hit 1/3, so.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he's going to coil up his tail and lash out towards Ilarish. Ilaris.
Flourish.
Ilarish.
The accent goes back!
It is real.
Ilarish. Is there something on your chest? And just
There's something on your chest as you spear him through the sternum.
Okay.
23 to hit, 21 bludgeoning damage. How you feeling?
Nope.
You've got something on your face there. Into a wall. On that note, let's do a bonus action. Healing word on Alaris.
Okay,
Fair.
probably good. Probably good.
Level 2. 10 hit points, buddy.
Oh,
Oh, fucking
thanks.
take it, yo.
I'll take it. But
Also,
my
just leans
God.
over. It's like, you okay? And you feel better.
No.
By the way, does it cost an action or bonus action to move the
Action.
moonbeam? Action? Okay.
Um,
Because you could begin to move him. You could
it's,
cover.
he'll literally just move. Like there is no
That's fine.
reason.
We want him to move towards us.
He'll move like just 5 spaces down and just knock us prone. I'm going to disengage as an action.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Could she, in theory, squeeze herself in between there?
Hell, I'll allow it.
Okay. Because I will take that if it means him coming up to me is damage.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll be right here
Okay.
because he can't fit to the right of me or to the bottom of me. You'd have to kind of move in a bit more, and that means there. Okay, yeah. So
Or
that
take
would.
cover.
What's that?
Or take cover, but whatever. Go ahead. Just do your thing.
Yeah, he's 20 feet right now, so he's gonna have to move if he wants to. That will be her turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, you're going to be very disappointed in this. The tail has a reach of 20 feet. He looks at you escaping and goes, trying to be quick.
Disadvantage.
Very true. I will go ahead
I
and
don't think it matters.
Yeah.
No, he has plus
Make it a
17.
one.
No, he.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
29 to hit, 21 bludgeoning damage.
One is auto miss, but yeah.
Yep.
He could have rolled a net one, to be fair. It was good to call that to have me reroll.
Let's just check and see.
Yep, you're good.
Concentration is fine.
Mhm.
Alright. But he cannot wing attack this turn, so if he has to move, he's going to cost reaction. Or whatever the opportunity attack is called.
Opportunity attack is what it is called. Yes.
Elaris, it's your turn.
Shoot that fuck ass.
Oh, I'm in
Completely fair.
such a bad place.
Good question.
Danger.
Yeah, you are. You're also within his. Well, it's a 5
His
foot, so
everything.
you get disadvantage, but you're within his everything.
Although you could take full cover.
I could. I am just gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take 2 shots.
Mhm.
One.
Oh, is
Ooh,
that 19?
that hit!
Is that 19? That's a 19!
That's
Crit!
It's a
that's
19.
crit.
It is a crit.
It's my
So
zest.
2d6 extra as well.
2d6 extra as well. / R.
Wait, before you do that, roll concentration hex, because you didn't do it last turn.
Right.
Yes, because you did get hit by the tail. So,
Yes. Constitution save.
yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Hex is still
2d6
going.
extra hex plus double of the smite. Go for it.
2d6
Plus additional 5,
extra
plus additional 10.
plus additional 5 plus additional 10 / R plus. I'm gonna smite that. I'm gonna smite that.
Alright.
I'm gonna smite
Okay.
that. Full disclosure. I'm
Um,
gonna smite that / R 5d6. 5d8. Sorry.
10d8.
10d8.
I need-
Yep.
I need one more 1d10 rolled
Oh, why?
because you crit, and that
Right.
d10 needs to be added to. So
Right.
clear that.
Oh, that's right.
Get rid of that. 17 plus
10d8.
5 plus. You get 10 temporary HP.
So 62 is all the extra damage, plus the
50.
5, plus the 10.
I'm getting a total of 94 damage on this.
Yep, hold on. 77 plus 22 is... I got 99. 89, sorry.
I got 94. Hold on.
Are you counting the second
17
hit?
plus 5. I'm not
Yeah.
doing the second hit yet.
Yeah.
17, 5, 10
Plus 5.
plus 6 plus 6.
The 5's already on there, Conrad.
The 5's
the
already
extra
on.
5 from... No, 5 from his
Hexproof
Hexblade
curse.
curse.
It's just 5 necrotic damage. It's not rolled. It's not
Oh,
a
that's
dice.
he always has 5 product damage.
Remember adding like that, the necrotic damage, and then the plus 5.
We've been doing that every turn, so unless that's wrong.
Anything?
Is he not just? Is the 5 not on Hexblade's curse?
Is that what that is? Because we've been adding it twice this whole time then.
In that case, yes, that's what it is, isn't it?
Okay.
Alars, do
Yeah,
you
that's what I was
passively
gonna
do 5 necrotic damage on your attacks?
Yes.
All the time?
All the time.
Only on Hexblade?
Oh yes, he has the invocation. That's the extra charisma modifier damage. That's what it is.
Okay, so from the curse plus another 5 for 99 damage on that
That's what it was.
one
Okay.
attack.
And
Which
then
he
20
cannot
for the second
cancel.
attack.
Which he cannot cancel because he did not recharge that
Nope.
last
Also,
turn.
Alars take an additional 10,
Nice.
10 temporary.
Yep. Take
and then-
it.
And then second attack was extra 20 damage. That was 119 damage on
Oh,
turn.
hold on a second. Hold on 1 second.
Don't do this to me.
Is the smite technically a spell that's cast or no?
No,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
No, that is my vocation.
It's a smite.
I didn't think it was.
Yep.
It's a spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
not a
of note, because this has come up twice now, Ariel, if you're gonna have him do his thing,
Mhm.
you should declare that like when that hits, because
Yeah.
he wouldn't know because smites are on
No,
hit
no,
and mites on
No,
damage.
I think she knows. It's
No,
just a
it
very
was not
complex
his-
Devin.
It was not his thing.
Yep.
It was a different thing.
I think
It's
it's
a
counterspell.
It's a totally different thing. Yes.
It,
He has
it was
counterspell.
just said, oh, he doesn't have it after the crit was rolled is all.
No.
Okay.
I
It's
was
like she-
I was not saying oh he doesn't have it. I was saying and he doesn't have it.
Okay.
It was a clarification. More than
That's
anything.
fine. It's just because Calder's rolling up, and it's the only
Fine.
one I'm worried about.
Yep. Yeah.
That's kind of fair.
Yeah.
Do another 25 on the 23 to hit. That definitely hits. He's looking bad.
Fucking
Come
well
on!
done, Alaris.
Finish.
All right. He looks at you, kind of wheezes a little
Wait,
bit.
sorry. One more thing. When is
Mhm.
attacks in the second attack?
Right.
Ah, yes. Well done.
No.
Watch this be him knock
Could
you
you
over.
imagine?
Not quite.
That would be the fucking best.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Oh, you're gonna duck back into full cover.
Probably a good idea. As wheezing, he looks at you, duck back around, and you hear him say, "Well shot, but there is one more thing." He looks over
Yeah.
between Alsana and Kane. I'd say Kane probably looks rougher, but he's been weathering hits. He's gonna go ahead and make a tail attack on Alsana. So, this is his legendary action, last one of the round.
Yep.
36 probably gonna
Yeah.
hit.
Yep.
He
Maybe
rolled
can't
real
miss
low on
Alsana.
damage though. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Three of us.
Quick
It was
check.
very near a crit, you lucky thing.
Mm.
Alright, Calda.
Back at
Action
ya.
movement.
Real rough looking dragon. hmm
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
Fuck his steez.
Attack one.
Okay.
Mm. One sec.
Alright, that hits. And how do you want to do that?
Oh, okay. I was dropping
Mm.
it anyway.
Oh yes.
Smack him on the ass.
Just like
Fucking-
upper
Yes.
swing, and then when I realized like he made tap out, use the butt end of the great sword and just sort of just shove him back into a wall. I
Still
shoved the
radiant damage?
gargantuan.
Ooh, right in the
shoved
squeegeelies.
Oh.
All right. You take the butt of your great sword, and as you swing, you see a change in his eyes. You see the expression shift to
Shit.
a realization.
Oh, fuck.
You realize the same thing. You shift the grip on your sword mid-swing, and you just boom right across the side of his head with the butt of it. You see his head whip to the side, slam into a pillar, slam into the wall, and then slump down onto the floor with a mighty crash, the wings sprawling out beside you, tail curled out towards Alsana. And you see the mist start to rise from his scales. Slower, more curling and languid than it has this entire combat. You see his form shrink and diminish into that mist until it coalesces into a small, gnome-sized lump on the floor beside the wall. He starts to sit up, prodding at his jaw, looks up at you, and says, "Very well done, all of you."
I believe you were lying about the accent.
Kane is screaming in joy and runs towards Calda, picks her up around the waist, starts swinging her in a circle and a hug.
Is it over?
Holy fucking shit!
I was on a
We
healing
fought a
word.
dragon! And we fucking won!
Is it over?
It's over. Come
Oh.
out. You're safe.
I was on a healing words, Claddy.
Oh,
Just
thank
to
you.
ease the jaw a bit.
Very kind indeed.
Oh, and he's
Okay.
back into it.
Kane immediately
Oh, of
rushes
course.
towards Alaris next and gives him a hug too.
Good habit.
Ow, ow, ribs, ribs.
You've got 16 of them. You're fucking fine.
Asana,
Everything hurts.
Asana walks back over to the moonbeam, which kind of like down into that Reaper that gave Claddy a really good hit. Just kind of pats it on the head and it whoosh away.
Okay, well then rush up to Alsana, jump at the broom to try to grab her in a hug.
if he starts moving, she's like floating up, just like
Here's the thing: the ceiling we now know is 20 feet tall, and I can jump 15 feet in the air. Fuck you.
Fuck.
I can reach you no matter what.
She's on the ground for the Reaper, anyways.
Okay.
Mhm.
You get a hug that hurts.
Gross.
Get the fuck over it. We killed the fucking dragon. I mean, it's alive, but we fucking killed it.
We didn't kill it, and this isn't even my first.
Fuck you, we killed it. And Claddy, yes, I know you were going easy on us, but hell yes.
I don't think he was.
I would. Oh, I
You're-
could have frozen you
yeah.
all into statues, except for you, young lady. You would have resisted, but I had
Yeah.
another option, which was paralysis. Very nasty.
Alsana, shall I
there
remind
were
you
a
of the
number.
famous dragon breath?
There were a number of things that I declined to use. I will say, at one time, I encouraged. I was almost encouraged to try a fun little spell, but unfortunately, you were all a little too far away from each other. You were very close at a point to being pelted by a cloud of snowballs. It's one of my favorites.
I think
The
I know
snowball
that
throws
one.
their Claddy. He pulls the snowball and throws it at Claddy.
There's a little and turn to face you. Go ahead and make an attack roll on that. It's just going to be
Plus
against his
2.
dexterity.
14.
What's
All right.
Proficient?
What's his no mated AC?
No.
Oh,
Uh,
14.
Yep, 14. He is just distracted enough to he hears his name, turns with a little and right in the face. And you see him kind of open his mouth and interesting taste. Is it a slight hit in magic? Oh, and as it vanishes and freeforms in your hand.
Can
Where
make
did you
this-
get one of those? That's very handy.
It was a little pawn shop I found in Windsor.
Oh, I like that. I'd
You
like
like
to go find some of them.
Toss it to Claddy. I doubt I'm
Oh,
going to find much use of it on the other side.
Hmm.
Actually, hold on.
There
I'm
is,
sure I'll find a use. Never mind.
and he tosses it back. There's always use in a little bit of levity.
Yes.
In all honesty, all I was going to do with it was throw it at Tokeny one day.
That was also my plan for what I do next to it.
Oh,
Every
wait, Claddy,
day.
what is that?
How about we give
Whatever.
it? How about he's given it as a thank you gift once we return? Probably then.
Sure. In exchange, can I get a scale?
He gives you a sharp look for a second,
Is it a
and
no?
then it smooths out into a laugh. You ask for a rare thing.
Considering what we're
it-
doing, I feel like if we come back successful, it's worth it.
A dragon scale given willingly. Many things can be done with such items, many magics.
I was going to put on mental.
You would have to understand that I would be entrusting something to you that is part of myself, very literally.
I mean,
I
if
would-
something ever tries to fuck with you, I'll go kill it if you want.
Come back alive and successful.
Hmm.
And I may see about a small boon.
Alright.
Is it off open for everyone or?
I personally wouldn't trust Calder with it. Alsana with it, sorry.
Wow.
No,
Okay. mean to Calder.
I
time,
will.
Last time you asked a favor of someone, you took their tooth and gave it to a hag.
Oh,
What was-
well, that's an interesting little thing. I will
Hmm.
say that. I would hope you would not do such a thing with a gift from me.
It was not. And I would.
Hag that you revived from a book.
She kind of pinches the bridge of her nose.
I do say there's going to be such stories about you. Such
There already
stories,
is.
indeed.
And there's like a pointed look she gives to Kane.
Don't want to be held accountable for it, don't fucking do it.
Pulls out the pipe and packs it full. Holds it out to Alsana. Would you mind, my dear?
Snap a produce flame.
Thank you. He starts puffing. Well,
Alsana leans over to the entranceway. Is Tokeny there?
Tokeny is. You know what? At some point, she did turn up. She is kind of leaning against the wall, having watched.
She waves.
She
He's
waves
gonna
back.
Hail Mary at Snowball. It's with disadvantage, I know, because it's long
Yeah,
range. but
it's
Still.
definitely with disadvantage. Go ahead and give it a try.
Oh, sorry.
Why
wrong
is that Constitution?
one. I just missed. If you want to use the same roll, it's a.
It's the same
It's
bonus.
one more
no,
plus
it's a-
another
oh.
2 for the attack.
No, it would be a plus
You've got a plus
Three.
3 on dexterity. This is plus
and a plus 2
2
on top of that.
Yeah.
So it'd be
So
an
it's
18 on the lower
13.
hit.
13 plus 3 plus 2, 18. I believe that just hits her armor class.
Hell yeah!
Just barely, so it's not full in the face, but it does against her shoulder as she tries to
Both arms
shrug
in the
away.
air.
She tries to scrape it off to throw it back, but it disappears from her fingers and reforms in your hand.
Gritty.
So
I
Sana,
can't believe this.
Sana walks over to Tokeni. So,
Eh.
what'd you think? How'd I do?
From little I saw, fairly well, though you were kind of getting slammed against that pillar a couple times there.
Yeah, so was everyone
Um,
else. And so would you be.
Fair. Granddad hits like a log on a rope, doesn't he?
Mm, I think that's a disservice. He hits like
Yeah.
a very large silver dragon.
Pretty
I've been
much.
hit by a log in a rope, but it's about as equal.
So did he... I don't see any ice on the field. Did he use the paralysis, or...
Oh no, he went easy on us.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was about to be really impressed that all of you, in fact, were still moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you did pretty well against him. Maybe one day we'll do a tag team, huh?
Hmm.
When you come back?
Who's on whose side?
Oh, it's me and Granddad against the 4 of you, definitely.
I was gonna say, can me and Calder sit on your back while we fight the other 3?
Oh, actually, that's interesting.
I want to be on Tokeni's team.
I don't give a shit. I'll fight. I want to ride on the back of a dragon holding a fucking lance.
And hit someone on the back of a dragon.
I don't know. Hey, Granddad, who do you want on your team? Oh, I'll take any of them. You're no fun.
Alsana rides Tokeni.
I'm not right.
Oh, you have a broom, right? Because you're too good for riding on the back of a
Also,
fucking
I'm
dragon.
her friend and I respect her as more than a mount.
That's fine. It's still. I
She
respect her
looks at you
too.
and
I
says,
still want to
"Thank
ride on her
you."
back.
Tokeni with Alsana. You know, I want to be on that team.
Loris,
Yeah.
weapons buddies,
Boys
Yeah.
against girls?
boys against girls,
Mm.
Oh, God.
boys against girls. Come on. We have an
No.
ancient fucking dragon on our side. Not today, but another day.
Ow. Everything
Yeah.
hurts.
Yeah, but we'll have a dragon on our side. They have all the healing magic, but that's fine.
You want Alaris, are you a dad or a granddad? No offense, buddy.
Alsana healing words, Alaris again.
Son are called as healing magic, my guy.
That's fine, but just hit them in the face long enough they can't use their healing magic.
Mhm.
Regardless, I
Another
hope that
time.
you all now feel a little bit better about your prospects.
Mm.
I'm
That was-
impressed.
That was a hell of a pep talk.
I have some things to research.
Of course,
Uh,
if we have the resources to avail you, then we will give them. If, however, you need to go elsewhere and
no,
learn
just
what you must,
some personal theories I've had going.
very well. In that case, when would you like to go through?
Is tomorrow possible?
Tomorrow is possible. I
As long
will
as we get
send
those
word. Oh, I will send word tonight, and in fact, yes, tomorrow in the morning we will get you those masks and then send you through.
Hmm.
Any final preparations you have to make tonight, make them. You will have the usual rooms to yourselves to get some rest.
Alsana leans over to Tokeni. Sleep over again.
Tokeni kind of gives you an exasperated look, but it's not a refusal.
Come on, I might die.
I have one request before we go.
Fine. Yes?
Even if it doesn't mean anything, I feel like a formalized blessing to dragons would be appreciated before we go try to end a millennium-long conflict. Even if it doesn't sound like a magical one, just a general blessing. This whole journey's been about rituals. I wouldn't mind one more.
Yes. There will be one in the morning.
Alright.
For
Person-
now.
Personally, I think their
For-
friendship is blessing enough.
See, I agreed until he hit me in the face with his tail 3 times in 6 seconds.
Oh, most people would probably be pulverized by that. You took it like a champion.
An entertaining chew toy, perhaps.
Very.
Yeah. Look, if I'm an entertaining chew toy to a dragon and live, I'm okay with that. Actually, he didn't really chew me. He tried to, but
You're a sad
Oh,
bag,
there were-
I guess.
I got more.
There
yeah, I
were
got
a
more,
couple of times.
yeah, I got more stuck in your teeth, though, didn't I? Kind of like a pointy piece of popcorn.
Yeah, a little bit.
Speaking of pointy, I think you have that bolt in your shoulder there, Claddy.
Oh no, he looks over. Oh, I see, the head got stuck. Usually they disappear on my shift. If you could, please.
She walks over and surgery's out a dragon.
Technically a gnome right now, but yes.
And Kane's gonna walk up to Tokenie, pull out the lantern shield, and go, by the way, what do you think of this piece of weaponry?
That's hideous. I hate it.
Thank you!
It very effectively got to punch Claddy, though.
Yeah,
and
I
it
don't
did
care.
damage.
It's awful.
It's also slayed a king of undead in a metropolis of their own making.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Hey, look, Calda!
Bullshit.
As Olsan is pulling out sticking a piece of tweezers in Claddy's shoulder, it's just like, Kane, with the strength of your arms, a rubber chicken could hit Claddy decently.
Yes, and I would love to try that, but I don't have one. He pulls it in his bag, reaches out for a rubber chicken.
What would you say?
As we revolutionize the world building by the existence of rubber.
It's a really good rubber chicken!
Hey,
Good combat chicken!
you pull out something that's really floppy and vaguely chicken shaped,
And I
it
slap
kind
Tokenie
of
with it.
whack, 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 whack noise as you wave it around.
I slap Tokenie with it.
You slap her with it, it doesn't do any damage.
I've hit a dragon with a rubber chicken!
Tokenie looks very unimpressed. But
And,
you did it!
Kane is now standing there, I would like to note, wielding a lantern shield and a rubber chicken. And covered in blood.
We're gonna part 2 of the Evander in the feather and tar and
Yep.
feathers.
Mhm.
I make good decisions. Alsana heals up the little mark and just kind of pat on the shoulder.
You will do well keeping them alive. You and Calder both. I have faith in you.
Mm.
You'll fight well. You've come a long way, all of you, together. But
You.
that is a reflection for perhaps tonight. All of you, now, off to bed.
Alaris, enough with the Rubik's Cube.
Sorry.
Devin, you keep Earth just loud, shut up.
Listen, I'm just typing something out.
I just also like the idea of Alaris, in pain in the corner, just flicking a Rubik's Cube.
That's how you go getting hit by a dragon.
Isn't the pain?
The pain.
Rubik's Cube, the pain.
Something else.
Kane will give Calda and Alaris one more hug before he runs off to bed in a giddy mood.
Calder's gonna go sleep outside in the grass.
Like a drunk college kid.
Ken?
For the sake of
Sorry, of a note. Alsana will offer a call if she wants to have the sleepover as well.
We'll stay for a bit, but she probably just wants to. How's the night actually? If it's clear, Calder's just sleeping to look at the stars.
Druidcraft.
Yeah, we haven't got a weather report in a while.
it's yeah, it's hold on a second, I might be getting it backwards. Where is the
Oh yeah, because high number, a good thing for Alsana is storms.
Yeah. Is it good for people or is it good for my spellcasting?
Yeah, I need to double check off my chart 1 second.
Also, if it is storming today, I'm gonna be extra mad we did this in a basement.
Sorry.
Get over it, we won.
Fucking dragon in the middle of the field.
Yeah, also, if it was able to move 80 feet around, freely, with no,
Well, two of us
roof?
are
yeah, with no roof,
Mm.
I'd be just using the Owl Soul Shortbow and nothing else.
If we had a day to prepare, I would have gotten Earthbind ready.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Didn't have a day to prepare.
Yep.
It was very on the moment. Heavy rain.
Uh,
Heavy
Let's do
rain,
it.
and on that, I'm gonna say that it's as night is falling, it is starting to verge into the rumble of thunder.
You'll do your sleepover just somewhere with windows.
I'll say that the day earlier had been fairly clear. This is one of those storms that comes in the night.
For a little bit at least, Alsana will go outside with Calda if she wants.
Yeah. Alda may just like take all her armor off, just go out in her day clothes and just sit on like whatever pavement there is, just in the rain. Maybe shoes off too, just taking in that.
Okay.
I'm just standing there for a while.
All right. You can do so.
Alsana makes little thunder shapes in the sky.
As a druid who has played with storms before, you can sort of tug at things sometimes,
Mhm.
pull the strings. But one way or another, everybody can take a rest. Just in case it triggers our level up, let's go ahead and give you your XP now.
Okay.
Everybody from the Cloddy fight gets 12,500 XP.
Level up.
All right. Don't have to worry about it right now. I doubt you're getting into anything combat-wise in the last bit of the session.
Oh, same here.
So just keep that in mind for post-session. I just wanted to make sure in case anybody was going to be trigger anything there.
Level up.
All right.
I just barely had. That is like I'm at. Hold on. Yeah, I'm at 14,050.
Nice.
Oh, what? I have more XP than you. Oh, Lars, what do you got?
He's muted.
Actually, on that, can we take a quick break? I need to go to the washroom.
Quite a level up, actually.
Okay.
Sure. We'll go ahead and take this as a quick break.
Yeah.
We just fought a dragon. It's work. We need it. Be right
Yep.
Oh no.
I need about 10,000 XP.
The best shit.
Say again?
I got cleansing touch.
Oh, shit.
Oh, which one is that? Let me look it
You
up.
can end one spell effect on yourself or another person. Touch charisma modifiers per day. I also broke 100 HP.
Yeah!
Nice. Very
What are your
nice.
HP again? Max?
Average.
Average.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. What the fuck is the average? 12.
10? What's the average of 10?
Oh, wait, hold on. 10 is 6 if you go with the book rules.
I am going with the book rules, so your
Okay,
average
so
is
6 plus 2 for Constitution plus 2 for tough feat. So, okay, not bad. Extra 10. Goddamn.
I'm at 105.
I'm at 176.
Like, you say you're at half health and you hit Kala's health.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're looking at half health.
To be fair, now you don't have to worry about being the tank, and you can also heal how much HP in one action?
65 with touch, or I can roll how many? 1 second.
Is healing one a paladin spell?
Oh, I don't have any ranged healing.
Because
I can roll all of my
Which one?
hit dice. No, up to
Nope.
4 of my hit.
level 4, so level 14 you can do 70 healing, right?
Yeah.
So
My
if
punch-
you
Oh, come on here. What the fuck's this?
So if you use all of your your healing in one action on yourself, you would have one method. Kane does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very satisfying. I'm glad I made a character that's able to do that. All right, let's see what level 14 gives me. ASI?
That's why it didn't work. No, it's
Oh, that's an ASI.
Oh yeah, you're a fighter.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hold on. Any
Fighters get a lot of that fun stuff.
next level? My superiority dice go up too. Oh. That's cool. No, they don't. What goes up? Oh, I get the
Hello.
last hello.
Hello.
I get the last of the maneuvers next level up. Okay. Else get relentless, which is cool.
Yep.
Goading attack. That's the one I don't have. Oh, but that requires a wisdom save. That's why I don't have it. Okay, cool. Alright, ASI. I'm gonna look at feats because I don't really need. Okay, feat
Mhm.
or bump my constitution.
You have 170 something health.
Yeah,
I'm looking at feats for you.
I only need one ability. I only need one Not 2 though for it.
I'm looking at con.
Here's the thing, right? If you're thinking, why would you think con?
Because I only need 1 to get it.
That's what you just said.
Okay. Okay, no, but why would you want to buff your con?
To put me at 190 HP.
Do you have
Take tough.
con-
I already
He
have
has
tough.
Oh, you already have tough. Never mind.
Yes. Yep.
Do you have con saving throw proficiency?
Fighter, so yes.
Okay, because I was gonna say resilient.
Yeah. No, I considered it, but I already have it. What I could do is technically I could take it in dexterity, and then actually my next ASI is level 17 though, so never mind.
Huh. Hmm.
Or is it 16? Hold on.
Oh, I'm so happy with literally 50 points of experience difference between me leveling up and not.
My next ASI is level 16.
I don't. Are we gonna get to level 16 before the?
I hope so.
Mm.
Mm,
Hmm.
no
Why do you
idea.
guys have such little experience? How? Why do I keep doing this?
Because
I've
you've taken
never
more
gotten.
shrines.
Yeah, you've taken more shrines.
Have I?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
took
that's why you have.
you took the physical ones and 1 magic.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I didn't take
Well,
all
no.
the physical ones though.
You took 1 physical one.
I've taken 1 physical one.
Yes.
I've
Otherwise,
taken.
you have 2 melee
Wait.
resistances.
Haven't I taken? I've taken 3 shrines.
Yeah, you've taken 2 magic.
Yes,
Yeah,
but one of them was with 3 people. I haven't taken a
That's what
more
it was,
shrines.
yeah.
than
Yeah,
Alphana.
Yep.
I also know that you took a lot of them at later levels.
Yes. Oh,
which,
that's why.
Which is why you got more.
'Cause
Asana
I'm like,
took
why
a lot
do
of the
I
other
have?
ones.
I'm like, why do I have almost 7,000 more experience than Asana? What the fuck's going on?
No, I'm like halfway between you and Asana.
Mm-hmm.
Alaris and Asana took a lot of the early shrines.
I took most of the high level ones.
Yep, same.
I took purely mage ones, so
Yeah, but you took a lot of them were early. You took the 2 of the either, and then 1 of the magic ones.
yeah, because that was the
You
only
took
magical
three
one,
early.
so I had to take the other ones.
Yeah. Yep, we've all taken 3. It's just you guys took them early. That's why.
Yep.
Okay. Feel free to begin, by the way. I'm gonna look at these the next like 20 minutes.
All right.
I'm just adding
So-
a single spell.
However, we are going to go ahead and end the break
Mhm.
with a lot of clicky clacking.
Sorry. Listen, I'm.
We are
Push
listening
to talk.
to the keyboard.
No, shut up.
Push to talk.
Okay. However, we're going to go ahead and pull back into the game. So either finish up whatever you are working on for your level up if it's very brief, or save it for later.
Mhm.
So, you guys wake up the next morning, bright and early. The sun is out. It's a clear day. And it is the day that you are going to finally cross the threshold.
Mm.
You're given some time for breakfast, for any last little affairs, little things that you want to put in order or get done.
Oh, Cola's.
Okay.
Cola's gonna do one thing. I'm gonna message you at Ariel, but I'm saying it. The Cola's sending like giving a letter to the mailroom, and I'll just send you the parameters.
All right.
Alsana's gonna go find Gladdy real quick, just a bit early.
Claddy is already waiting down in the hall where you fought previously, just kind of at the center.
Alright, she might have just gotten there a bit early then.
Mhm.
Just,
He looks up. Already.
I got a thing, I did a thing.
Oh?
Do you think this would be able to counteract getting banished? And she's going to basically explain that she now has this little thing.
Etherealness. Oh. I would
Hell of a
say-
question you raise.
Basically, if you are banished to the ethereal plane, then yes.
Okay.
If you are banished literally anywhere else, then no.
I'm thinking of the literal banishment spell, not exactly plane shift.
Yes.
Real, I have
Yes.
a question for you. Once you're done.
The answer still stands. Basically, if you were banished into the ethereal plane,
Okay, okay.
then that would work.
Ariel question.
Yes.
Technically,
Hmm.
if I took the dual wielder feat, I don't need a light to add my strength modifier to damage.
Yeah. If you take a feat that gets rid of that requirement, then you wouldn't be beholden to that requirement. So, yeah.
Oh, that opens up so many possibilities.
Okay.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
Wait, no.
Alright.
Dual wielder just lets you allows you to have something else in your hand that
I
isn't
am
like.
reading the feat.
Mm.
You can use two-weapon fighting even when the one-handed melee weapons you are wielding aren't light.
Yes, that doesn't mean.
It doesn't move the strength modifier. But when I take the potion that gives me the two-weapon fighting thing, it does mean I can do it.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
what I'm concerned about.
That's where the stacking is. So yes,
Um,
if you take that feat, it would allow you to use a weapon that's not light. So yes, step one.
Secondary question.
Yes.
The +1 to bonus to AC while wielding a separate melee weapon and enchant. I'm gonna assume it does not count for the shield.
Yeah, it would need to be a weapon. The shield is
It
a
is-
shield, even though it has an attack on it.
Right, it's just got a specialty bonus action, right?
Pretty much, yes.
And for the you can draw or stow two one-handed weapons. When I'm able to draw or stow one, would I be able to stow the shield as if I was stowing one weapon instead? Would you allow that?
No.
That's armor technically. Yeah.
Yeah, just want to check.
Yep, I'm not going to make the shield remain counting as armor for one aspect of it, and then say it's not counting as armor for another.
We're not gonna acknowledge that travesty any more than we have to.
Maybe you're not.
Precisely. I don't want to either.
Okay, then you don't have to
Fuck
either.
you.
Fuck you.
Fuck
It's
you.
kind of cool.
Thank you. You're
Yes.
lying. Thank you.
No, wait, it's Conrad. It's fucking stupid.
There we go. Yep, that's where I was going.
All right.
It's good to have friends.
Mwah. Fuck you, Lantern Shield.
All right.
Fuck you, Brad.
Alsana ran down to Claudia to share the new etherealness spell. Let's see.
Claddy, look, I'm a ghost.
I want to see something interesting. I did close Claddy's sheet I should not have. I need to reopen it to check something just in case because I don't remember everything. Because, come on, open up. Let me see you. Let me see you. There we go. What level is etherealness?
7th.
7.
He knows that spell too.
Also,
So you,
I was just like rubbing the back, like the base of her skull, kind of fondly, remembering a friend as she ghosts around.
as you ghost around, you see Claddy kind of step into the ethereal as well with you. But in the ethereal, you see his true form,
Ah,
glimmering like starlight, curling around in the mist.
someone walks up
You're
and
listening
pat
to
on the
swim
snout.
through it. He kind of laughs at you, calls you impudent, but in that fond tone that you would perhaps say to a small child that you still find amusing. He sits there and perhaps chats with you a little bit about the ethereal plane, about magic, about the spell in particular.
I know what feat I'm taking.
All right.
So I'm gonna send it to Ariel, just to confirm, but I know which one to take.
Just to let me know what I'm in for. All right.
As a side note, like almost to parallel Kane's hype in beating a dragon. If you told like a young Alsana she'd be floating around the ethereal plane with a giant silver dragon, she would be so happy.
In the meantime, Calda has headed up to the mailroom and come back. Kane and Alaris, are you doing anything in particular to prepare this morning, or simply breakfast and head down?
Kane is going to attempt to use his feat on Alaris, just to see if it works, but let me see if I can get that feat first.
All right. Make sure you send it, because I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, I'm typing it right now.
Okay. Let's see. Oh.
It would actually make sense.
That's interesting. I like that. Okay. Yeah.
You okay with that? 'Cause it's not
No.
Are you okay with that?
Mhm.
Hell yes. Oh, I love
Great.
this idea. And if I get 16, I can-
Real quick question. It doesn't seem to have some details that seem to be missing. That second
I
part-
just wrote a note.
Okay, is it a time limit thing? Is it a repeat save? thing?
If they succeed, they can not frighten for 1 hour. If their check succeed, sorry, until the end of your next turn.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. All right, go for it.
I just gave it a quick type. Sweet. So, Alaris,
Yeah.
Kane for a moment glowers at you, and then kind of like lunges forward with like a
Okay. Okay.
So I need you to roll me an insight check versus my intimidation.
The hell? Insight?
And you beat a 31.
Uh-oh.
No, I can't beat a 31.
You're fighting for me until next turn.
Yep.
What?
For about 6 seconds, you are terrified of him in the same way that you were terrified of Claddy the previous
guys-
time.
That's not an action. That's an attack.
Yep. So yeah, for a good span of heart-stopping 6 to 10 seconds, being generous, you seriously think that Kane is actually going to attack you for an instant. Your
Maybe
mind
it's the
flashes
other
with
one.
possibilities. Yes, maybe the other one snuck through. Maybe it's not Kane at all. Maybe,
Oh god!
and then he doesn't attack you.
He just smiles and like pokes you in the chest with a fork.
You scared the fucking shit out of me, man. What the hell? Don't just lunge at me at the breakfast table!
But Alaris, you know what that means. If it worked on you, it'll work on literally anyone the fuck else. You are the person least likely for me to murder. Except for Calda.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, I think Calda is really your litmus test there.
I can't
Oh yes,
Halfling,
course.
brave.
but outside of me doing this to Calda, oh, he's just like giggling while eating his food. I'm just waiting for that
Oh.
fucking dwarf to walk up.
Called for
Oh.
Good morning, everyone.
Brave wouldn't apply.
No, but Aura of Courage would.
No, that's only on saving throws, not ability checks.
Yeah, but Aura of Courage
Um,
would ignore it anyways. She can't be frightened.
Ariel.
True. I did forget about. Yep. I was thinking of the other one that gives a bonus.
I've never
You're fine.
Nah.
You will not be frightened by a cane at all. There's no chance.
Nicole's gonna walk in. She's like, "Good morning, everyone. Kane, why do you have your fork through a table? Alaris, why are you crying?
I learned a
let
new
it
skill.
kill me.
Oh, come on, tell me. I want to see it.
No, because it involved me trying to scare you, and I'm pretty sure that's functionally impossible.
Come on.
No.
No.
Quick aside, Alsana looks over to Claddy while still in the Ethereal and goes, "Wanna go spook some people?"
Kate's actually gonna say, Kate just stands up looking a bit tired and like walks up to Calden and like, been a good friend this long. He starts walking away.
What did he say?
Repeat what you said, please.
You've been a good friend for sticking around this long. He starts walking away.
Hey, what?
He turns back. See? Frightened you.
Confused me.
Yeah, I just gaslighted you, but like, you know. It worked. Still the way to frighten you.
Is your lantern shield gas powered?
Mom up and punched him in the face.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
You. But like,
Uh,
no, I'm not trying to do damage. I don't want
Yeah,
to.
please.
I love
Okay.
you.
Yeah. No, I realize that, but the ability makes people afraid, but I can't make you afraid unless you think I'm gonna be hurt.
Emotional abuse, Kane.
Oh, is that what that is?
You know what gaslighting is, but you don't know what emotional abuse is?
Calder, I want you to take a second to think about every figure that's ever been in charge of me.
I really thought you. Yeah, you were like really emotional abuse there, buddy.
Yeah, I understand gaslighting because that means they were wrong.
That's a portion of emotional abuse.
Yeah, but it's only a portion.
Still emotional abuse.
I'm not good at understanding the whole thing. It's only portions.
I'm not
That's why I
hitting.
like fruit so much.
I'm not hitting someone with a sword. I'm hitting them with a knife. It's like a portion of a sword. It's fine.
Technically, no. I'm not hitting someone with a slab of steel. Hitting them with a sword. It's a portion of a slab of steel.
You were abused.
Yeah, very obviously.
Yeah.
Partially by Alsana.
Oh yeah. That stopped like 3 months ago.
Being generous.
Right now it's just banter.
I was talking more of the emotional than the verbal, but fair. And also the
Mm.
physical when she struck me with lightning. And struck me with lightning a second time.
Mhm.
And then cast magic to make me afraid.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit! Sorry for emotionally abusing you, Alaris.
Oh my
There
god.
we go.
Oh my god.
I'm not smart.
We know,
My-
but we still love you.
I thought my child was about to grow up without a father for a second.
No, because if anything happens to you, Calda is moving in with your family,
I'm
and,
your
and so is Colin.
Corin.
Damn it!
You
I
don't
tried.
even know your you don't even know your own father's name, Kay?
Corin mockery.
I mean, I mean, I do, but I try not to speak to him.
I told you you were adopted, but you know.
Kane, you're adopted. What?
Whoa!
What?
Wait, where's Osana?
I don't know, probably just skulking about somewhere.
Hmm.
Did Claudia have a response?
Kaladi just tells you to go ahead. He will wait here.
Okay.
Evan, can you get back from the ethereal plane?
Yes.
Okay.
When she ends the spell.
Okay.
Concentration up to 8 hours.
Yep. So it's just like, just stay here for a second, just so I can find my way back. Also, I was going to float over to like down through the kitchen and that.
Okay, so you float along, you see the kitchens, a number of people working there. It seems that they work on a rotating shift, people getting various duties. It seems that they have finished preparing breakfast, they are cleaning up from it, they are
She does-
starting.
Sorry, is she visible? Or no?
No,
No.
she's not. Not unless
She's-
anything can see into the ethereal plane.
I thought border ethereal allowed. Hold on.
You are in the border regions. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, let me check the DM's guide, but keep going.
I can't really keep going too much if it's the case where you can actually be seen, because then I'd have to start narrating
Fair point.
reactions.
I know what page it is, though, because I deal with a lot of planar bullshit.
Yeah, fair. I'm looking
It
at
says
the
explicitly,
border.
creatures that aren't on the ethereal plane can't perceive you and can't interact with you unless the special ability or magic has given them the ability to do
There we
so.
go.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't find anything in this for because I can't read.
So Alzana's just gonna float over to them and just kind of go through them, see if there's anything.
Can't farts.
You cannot actually move through living beings.
Okay, then just I don't know, like drag fingernails down Calda's back or something.
You can't actually
Back.
invisible, utterly silent. You can't attack creatures on the overlap plane. I realize this isn't an attack. I'm going
While
to
on the
say
ethereal
that-
plane, you can only affect and be affected by other creatures on that plane.
Yes. Pretty much the exceptions, though, for movement. It's solid objects on the overlapped plane don't hamper movement of a creature in the border ethereal. The exceptions are certain magical effects, including anything made of a magical force, and living beings. So you can't go through them, but you also can't actually physically touch them.
Yeah, she's just going for the odd sense, I guess. It's just for fun.
Fair enough.
Just seeing if she can get the paladin feeling
See if
something
you
weird.
can- See if you can be spooky.
Yes.
All right.
Lamp
What's it-
fine and lavender. That's not breakfast.
What?
Okay, I smell lamp fine and lavender.
Did you sleep over with Alsana?
Did, but
Maybe she sprayed you with perfume in your sleep to fuck with you?
I didn't wake up smelling it.
I don't know about you. It takes me a while for my nose to get unclogged when I wake up.
Your nose gets closed when you wake up.
Like unclogged, like it's like stuffy.
So let's go.
Calda,
Oh,
I'm going to say go ahead and roll a perception check. There are no advantages for seeing or hearing or anything like that if any of those apply.
My owl's just vibing, so it's called a.
Yep.
Why am I still at advantage? It's still 17.
Okay. You're still managing to roll that first. You get kind of an itch at the back of your neck, this feeling of somebody watching you.
Like,
That little shiver that's like, oh, somebody's looking my way, but you look around and nobody really is.
looking around.
Okay.
Something's up.
So let's go float over, put one hand on each of Alaris's shoulder, and go, oh, it's not this boy.
Alaris, I would like a perception check.
Yep.
No sight advantage, right?
Yep,
No
no
sight.
sight advantage. No sight, no hearing.
Okay.
Just This is just for a sixth sense, almost a sort of
Oh,
awareness.
it's like
Guide.
literally, even if I like unpress the eyes of the eagle, it'll still give it to me an advantage. So
Yep.
14.
All right. So
plus
14.
5, 14.
Yeah, you don't really sense anything, but you do notice that Calda seems to be looking around a bit.
Also, I get like, get like has a brief pout and then just like a few fingers across the back of the neck. It's like, come on, you're a thing with life and death.
Still alive.
Border ethereals, life and death stuff. I don't know. She also just like looks around, like gives a real hard look at Alaris. Does he seem different or anything? Is there any like, is there anything that like differentiates him with being like an Xanthian warlock?
Go ahead and let's call this a perception check. I'd say it does use wisdom. You are trying to notice something
Okay.
environmentally, so yeah, perception. You do have sight, so if anything applies.
Yep. Concentration for etherealness, so she couldn't actually guidance right now.
Yep. Nope.
So perception. 29. Oh, there he is. Looks over
There
Xanthus.
is, the ethereal is a misty plane. There's not really any direct source of light in it. And shadows that you see on the ethereal are odd and vague. But you can see that each of them do have a little bit of a shadow. However, Ilaris, unlike the others, has a second shadow. A firmer one, more solid, stretching out across the ground into the mist. And very occasionally, for a moment, you see the mist shift and swirl in a way that suggests something or someone standing beyond that shadow at the other end of it.
Van glances. Are you standing right here?
You look closer and you start to see a small purple flame. A tall robed figure as the mist parts, with a long beak-like mask. Looks towards you, tilts his head, and then
Pretty.
the mist of the ethereal in front of him, and he's gone.
Good to hear from you again. You should really return my calls.
There's another whoosh, this time just behind you. You see the shadow shift around and bend to that point.
Bet you anything it's not Xanthus.
And you hear Xanthus say,
Oh.
it is Xanthus. I'm sorry. You hear him say, "You have not what I would seek, though you are a decent ally for mine.
I just want to be
I would
friends
ask
with you.
one... I have no friends. I am inevitability.
Oh, come
There
on. That
is
makes
no
it even
space
even
for
more.
friendship."
Come on. I think you're friends with Alaris. You felt them? Honestly, I'd say thank you for that.
He is a useful tool for a time.
Hmm.
But sooner or later, he too will break.
Oh, don't be so tsundere.
The beaked face looks towards you.
Elvish term, sorry.
There may come a time when he will falter. I have seen this.
That's
Some things are beyond him. When that time comes, you may have to act in his stead, or press him to act himself.
Could I... let's see. I've run into a, hang-up before with those tied with other beings. Would you be willing to give him back? Should he fall?
If his task is not yet done, then I may consider it. I do not bar the way for those who are willing to pay the price and the heavy toll of magic that it demands.
Nods.
As long as his return is ordained and right,
I'll leave that to you, but let me know when the time comes.
You will know it when it comes.
And if it is the right time, a little help getting the form right would be very appreciated. I'm sure him having to relearn how to fire the crossbow with a different length of arms would be difficult for both of us.
I will see what can be done.
Thank you very much.
There's another whoosh of mist. He almost seems to dissolve into it. But you still see the shadow stretching out across the ethereal.
Yeah, and kind of glances down at the shadow. Not his friend. Okay. And she floats it on back over to Claddy.
Alright. Called after a moment, the weird feeling of being watched just kind of passes.
Hmm. The lamp vine smell has gone away now.
Been a stiff breeze. Or else on
Nice.
is invisible and fucking with you.
All very fair.
Well, it seems like a waste of a spell on a day we're about to go to the other side of a interdimensional gate.
Like to the one that always tells us to conserve our powers and things we need just in case.
Yeah, right? Oh well. Eggs?
You know. Yeah, sure. Bacon?
Did I? Please.
You guys get your fill of breakfast. And Alsana, do you go back to the material realm, or do you just wait in the ethereal? Do you come back upstairs? Do you eat anything?
She'll go back to Claddy first.
Okay, yes, you go back to Claddy. He's still kind of hanging out in the border ethereal,
Because she asked for him to wait for her.
kind of lounging. Yep.
And goes, is it refreshing to be in your full form? It's like stretching your limbs.
It can be, at times.
Well, I'll be heading.
There is something to be said, though, for how compact a little creature such as you would be. You have to travel greater distances. They feel much longer, but it's nice being able to go through little entryways.
Hmm.
I imagine it's a bit like how a mouse feels going into a hole. Very snug, very cozy.
I would know. I think I can sympathize.
You may wish to go and gather your friends. They may be waiting for you.
She nods. I was just about to. Just didn't want to leave you hanging here, so to say.
I will be fine. I may just linger until you've returned.
Alright. I talked to a spirit. That was fun.
Unusual. Nothing that we're going to have to look into, I hope.
It was the Alaris' friend.
Ah, all right then. Well, off with you then.
It's nice once you get to know him. You should talk to him if you get the chance. Well, see you around. I'll bring them downstairs. She goes back to the kitchen while they're having breakfast. Drags fingers across Calder's back of the neck again.
Lamp vine.
And then just 2 hands on the shoulders, and she just appears.
Very suddenly, there are very physical hands on your shoulders,
Hold
Calder.
on. Let me check something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kane does not throw a javelin through your face.
Hi, Calder.
Oh. Good morning.
Okay,
Um,
I'm going to presume you didn't hear it then. Since when you turn invisible? And second of all, you're really wasting magic on the day we're about to go cross over the border.
She kinda moves the arms on Calder's shoulder to just a hug around the neck. It's like, I need to test something.
Why are you hugging me? I'm okay with it. Are you okay? Is it really you? And Cold's poking her cheek.
It is me. I'm just
If it wasn't, none of us could tell, don't worry.
I'm in a good mood.
Tell me something only Alsana would know.
You were just recently smelling lavender and lamp vine?
Everyone in this room heard that.
Mm-hmm.
But not
which you invisible would include you.
you're no fun.
Hold on. What's Auntie Adelaide's trick?
Auntie Adelaide's trick.
Her trick, the one she always did for kids.
Out of character, should I know this?
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
It,
you
happened,
would.
it also
Yes.
happened when we went to go visit her.
Yep, she flicks a coin in the air and kicks it into
Right,
a
okay. Yep, okay. Yep, geez, that was Blair, I'm sorry.
That's good.
I figured.
Yep, and yep. Alsana would immediately know that, and say it.
Okay, so if it isn't Alsana, she's been following us for long enough, that might as well be.
Okay. Hello, dear. Just pat her elbow.
And looks over to Lars. You've, I thought your friend was a bit colder, but, he's nice.
Okay, enough ominous bullshit. Do you want breakfast or not?
Sure. Cloudy's waiting for us down in the same place.
Oh.
He might also be a ghost.
That's fine. Take your breakfast to go.
Yep. And she just rolls up a scrambled egg and a tortilla and just makes a breakfast wrap and starts walking.
Yep.
By the way, Alsana. Who? Insight bitch.
Insight. I don't think I can do that. Yeah.
I am so sorry, but for about 6 seconds, you're actually scared that he's going to attack you.
What is right there?
He would have waited. Come on. He knows that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing.
Sure.
If Alsana gets the feeling taken hold, especially after that little bit, Alsana's just gonna walk back towards Calda and go,
Yep.
"Oh, cute.
It did affect you.
Where'd you learn that?"
I don't know. Just figured it'd be a cool try.
Hmm.
There's a whole thing if you react in a certain time frame to someone's ability for their conscious brain to react, they'll be frightened no matter what. Same way like a surprise works.
She kind of tilts and like narrows her eyes. You learned from that mace, didn't you?
No, actually not in the slightest. I just figured it's a good way to scare someone. It's a similar trick you use when you want to get the drop on someone. You give them something to distract with for their conscious brain, so their unconscious can't react properly. So they'll instinctively like jump, kind of like tossing a ball in the air to hit someone in the face.
Whatever you say.
This is basic psychology. Come on.
What's Kane's intelligence
I
score
was-
again?
I
It's
didn't.
12. It's 12.
All right.
It's also, this is also battlefield tactics. Come on.
Smart, yeah. He might not be phrasing it with certain words, but he's smart.
He knows conscious and subconscious, and he knows what surprise is. It's all it takes.
Psychological is what tipped me over the edge, though.
What else do you call the brain stuff?
Brain stuff.
Brain stuff.
If you got,
Mentality.
if you got an intelligence of 8, maybe. Come on, like I feel like the word psychology isn't that out of this world.
I feel like Kane isn't studied.
We rolled
Battlefield
for,
psychology is a thing.
we rolled for the state of therapy in this world, and it was not good. So
Right, but battlefield psychology, because of that, would be very good.
I'm going to say that psychology as a field doesn't really exist.
Fine, psychological warfare.
Fine.
Mind games.
Mm-hmm.
The phrase you're looking for is mind games.
Nah, I'm looking for psychological warfare, and I found it. Anyways,
Anyways,
Also just narrows her eyes. It's like, oh, you read The Art of War and you just snorted it like a line of powder.
I read that shit when I was 12. You borrowed the book from me.
Yes. Have you read any book after that?
Not very many, but yeah.
Okay.
his girlfriend is a librarian.
Mm.
Yep.
She made recommendations.
Well, we're heading downstairs.
So, you guys file into the hall and see no one waiting for you
Hmm.
for a moment.
Watch
And
this,
then
it'll
there's-
be fun.
And then there's a little bit of shimmer, and Claddy just appears as his normal gnome self, right in the center there.
Get a good stretch in.
It was very nice.
Hmm.
Now, come right this way. And he leads you up to the back wall, waits for you to file up on the stairs. You see him press his hand to one of the stones, lean in, whisper a phrase. And you see the stones almost seem to melt apart, going from solid to gas, revealing an opening, a tunnel, stretching back beyond.
So I was kind of looking at it and looking for any runes on the walls.
No runes.
How long has this been here?
always.
No,
And
no,
he
like,
passes.
when was it made?
It was made before the ages.
Hmm. So I can't talk to the architect.
No,
Oh, son,
Hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ.
not a chance.
I'd like one for my cabin, okay?
Yes, and it can wait till you survive to renovate.
He leads you down a short tunnel, another small flight of stairs downwards, and the space opens up into another hall. Not as large as the previous one, but big enough. And on the far wall of this hall, you see a large circle of stone. Within the circle, a pair of doors, cut and fit.
Are they, like, flat on the floor?
One moment.
Sorry.
They are not flat on the floor. This is against the wall.
Hmm.
The doors themselves are circular, but it's each one is a semicircle. It's more like, imagine a hobbit door.
Ah.
Big circle, but it's cut down the middle to make a pair of double doors.
Bolt entrance.
These doors don't look like stone. They're too smooth. They have almost a reflective quality to the surface, but a translucent quality to the material itself at the same time. But you don't see anything through them, just shifting waves of light. They are dark in color, muting the tone of the light that flows through. You see a handful of guards standing ready. Tokani is already there as well, waiting. And you see just off to the side, Rodrigue and Tiana in their masks. And beside them, there is a wall of yet more masks, dozens, hanging on hooks, each one with a small tag affixed beside it. They nod to you.
You two made it
and
back
gesture
okay.
towards the wall. Yeah, we did, Tiana says. It's a mess. We'll give you the full rundown once we're over, and honestly, Filarion is probably going to be the one doing most of the talking. Leader of that side. Well, Kvirani is too small. That is.
Anything we should know about him?
Roderick says, imagine a regent when a king can't rule yet. He's a decent guy. Bit stuffy. Little stubborn. Little stressed, for good reason. But should be able to work around him just fine.
So...
But first, you guys have a choice to make here.
So I looks over at them and eyes full of stars.
Yep. There are a total of 35 masks in this list.
Got a spreadsheet for us?
Are not going to go through every single one. So the way we're going to do this is you can either randomize until you find one that sounds good, or you can say the general gist of what you might be hoping for. I'll scroll down, and the first mask I see that seems to fit the bill, I'll mention to you.
I have
Randomizing will scatter it out a little bit more, and you can always re-roll if it doesn't sound good, or it doesn't sound good to you. It'll also allow you to maybe discover a mask that somebody else might like, so.
Well, I'm probably gonna randomize. What are you against? Basically having us look at the list after session.
Not necessarily, but I am trying to speed this up and not just give you guys a wall of text to pick through.
Okay. I'm gonna randomize anyways, so.
Okay. Okay.
I was just, we can maybe pick now, and if we give a look at the list later and there's one that we go, oh, that one. Like, maybe?
I'd almost rather just keep it to the randomizing instead of just giving the
Yeah.
list.
Mm,
I
Yeah,
did
I'm happy to
consider
randomize.
it. I did consider it, however, I'd kind of rather keep it simple.
all right.
It's going to be pretty much what catches your eye and what draws your curiosity.
I almost
Um,
don't want to look at the list afterwards then.
Exactly,
Alright,
because
so
I
what are
don't
we
want there
rolling?
to be an entire roleplay thing. A D35.
35?
Yeah,
D35?
D35. And I'll just go down and let you know what you find.
What do I win?
John, you there?
John,
Yeah.
can you random? Ooh,
Ooh.
there's some feedback.
D30. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
You're like,
That's okay.
D35, but yes. Kind of going down in the meantime. A 17 for Kane. So you kind of catch sight of this one mask. It's kind of a silvery gray color. It's in the shape of a full face. Beautiful. Humanoid, a little bit hard to tell. But where the ears might be if it was an actual face, there are very small stylized wings rising up on the sides of it. You see the tag beneath. Says the Valkyrie mask. It allows the wearer to cast Compelled Duel once per day. Whenever entering combat, if you are not surprised, you can also choose to immediately yell a morale-boosting battle cry that casts Bless on 3 creatures within the normal range of the spell. You must maintain concentration on this spell as normal, and it costs your reaction for the entire first round. As such, you do not regain your reaction until your second turn in the combat. However, you essentially get to do it upon rolling initiative, again, as long as you are not surprised.
take your reaction in advance.
Yes,
Yeah, no, I'm down for that. Fuck yeah.
that would be the payment for it. I can kind of copy and paste the details so that you can remember them in that case.
Compelled duels once per day.
Yep. I'll just go ahead and put that there. All right, a 35 is an interesting one.
I
Alsana,
hope so.
your eyes are drawn to another full face mask in, again, a humanoid shape, but a little bit more generalized in features. A little bit more
Mannequin.
like one of those mannequin-y perhaps, but have you ever seen like those like Mardi Gras style full face masks, but without all of the frills on the side and everything? Just that
kind of?
that generic face shape.
Okay.
However, it is made out of a material that is somewhat cool to the touch, mostly black, but with filigrees and details and accents of gold across it. This is the Mask of the Death Warden. It gives you advantage on death saving throws while you wear it. In addition, the wearer may cast Death Ward on one creature other than themselves once per day. If the warded creature is saved by the spell, if the Death Ward goes off, the mask must then recharge this magic with a recharge of 5 to 6. You get to do a 1d6 at the end of each long rest before it can be used in this way again.
Mm,
So to clarify, the recharge would not come into effect until and unless the Death Ward actually was used up. Otherwise, it is a free Death Ward once per day on a creature not yourself.
okay. So I looked at it's her look, but she's kind of.
Yeah.
Mm,
By the way, I'm going to say that any of you who see one of these things, the others can check it out as well. So if anybody else wants to go for that, it is on the table. You're not tied to just what you roll.
Mhm.
However, as you're pondering that, let's go to number 2. This is a mask. Calda, you notice this one just because it's so strange looking. It's kind of this more grotesque, monstrous looking face in bright red with exaggerated features, fangs, tusks going up and down, furrowed brow, a grinning mouth. This is the Oni mask.
Yeah.
It quite simply grants advantage on intimidation checks. does unfortunately have no other effect. These masks do vary in efficiency.
Hmm. Okay.
On an 11, Elaris, you notice first a wooden mask featuring a head crest of branches, not overly tall, still functional, wearable. However, the wood of this mask looks scorched. It smells like charcoal. It is the Scorched Dryad mask. The wearer, if you are hit by fire damage, take fire damage, you may roll a d20. If you roll a 16 or higher on that d20, you are healed for that amount of damage of fire instead. They may also designate one of their weapons to adopt the Flame Tongue trait, and may cast Agonazer's Scorcher from the weapon once per day as an action. I will say that the weapon does have to be a sword.
It have to be a sword.
It does have to be a sword, and I'm going to say that your Felsteel Orb is not going to qualify for this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too much stacked on one thing. Basically, the Felsteel Orb is not going to play nicely with this weapon, with this ability.
I mean, it wouldn't be terrible for Calda.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do
Okay,
another?
to make this easy, any of you three plan to take yours?
No.
Nah, I want to have at least one other option first.
Should we all roll once more just to see what there is?
Sure. Go ahead and roll once
I'm
more.
gonna roll once more.
If you get a repeat number that's already been rolled, then just roll again. All right, that's new. That's new. Pretty sure that's new. Yep, it is. And John,
Yeah.
one more roll for options.
Moral.
Mhm.
1d35.
Yep.
17.
Roll again.
17 has already been rolled. Roll again.
Oh, okay.
Yep, we're trying to get a pool of options together for you guys.
Okay.
5 is new. Okay. So, going down the order of rolling, 16, Alsana. Oh, this one is, this one's fun. All right, you see a mask that, okay, at first glance, it's like, oh, that's carved like a face of a bunny rabbit. It's got little ears. At further inspection, you can't quite decide if it's cute or kind of creepy. Well, Alsana might be able to decide, but it kind of has that bordering effect between the two.
That kind of Chuck E.
yeah.
Cheese look.
A little bit.
Uncanny Valley Bugs Bunny.
Yes. Yes, it is kind of Uncanny Valley about it. You read the plaque. It is the bunny mask. Your
So great to
speed,
the point.
some of these are. Your speed is increased by 10 feet. You can cast Jump on yourself 3 times per day without expending spell slots. And once per day, you can also choose to force an opportunity attack to miss you if the hit lands. If the hit is a crit, it still connects, but only for the base, non-doubled damage.
Hold.
So basically, opportunity attacks get a little bit, you can kind of evade them better.
I get it. This one, it still hits if it's a crit, but the dragon has something specifically for crits. I get it.
You lovely paranoid bastard.
Yep. She kinda
Alright,
like,
time to pick the first mask on the list and say Alsana is stuck with it. Alright, so that's that one. 31 is another wooden mask. This one is covered in some barnacles, kind of in patches on the cheek and forehead. The wood is dark, and if you touch it, your fingers come away wet. It is the Mask of Barnacles. The wearer may walk across water or other liquid surfaces as if it were solid ground. And once per day, the wearer may cast Control Water through this mask. Your head, terrible. Number 20. Yep. Number 25 is a mask with a kind of an interesting form to it. The upper portion that simply covers the nose and eyes seems to be made of polished steel. Oh, feedback, John.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Alright.
just careful. The lower portion, nose and below, seems to be carved of wood and is painted bright red. It is quite simply named the Red Mask. It allows you to choose an enemy before combat starts to have disadvantage on initiative. In addition, once per day, as an action during combat, the wearer can cast Enemies Abound.
Oh, I love that spell. Oh, I've wanted to use that spell for a while.
And lastly, of this batch, number 5. You see a mask in the shape of a wolf, painted white and ice blue. Well, the face of a wolf, I should clarify. This mask is the Winter Wolf Mask. It grants advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell, as well as advantage on stealth checks made to hide in snowy terrain. Perhaps not the most useful given the season.
Is that it?
I'll say that you also see one right next to it. Oh, actually, that's the one that's worn by you know what? Rodrigue and Tiana would have taken their masks off and placed them among these because they did wear masks from this set. So you see the one that Tiana took off because it's a little more useful, and I want to throw you a bone. It is simply the wolf mask. Also kind of white, but more of a grayish shade with little red accent marks. Basically what you see on her art. It grants advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. However, twice per day you can activate the magic in the mask to gain the Pack Tactics feature of a wolf, granting advantage to allies on melee attacks against an enemy you are within 5 feet of. So then that would be it. Do any of them sound interesting?
I'm taking the Valkyrie mask.
Sorry, you said the wolf was Pack Tactics?
Yes.
Is it? Are you sure that's not Wolf Totem?
Wolf Totem gives to everyone else, Pack Tactics gives to you. So, I think technically it would be Wolf Totem.
I'm going to say, yeah, that was poorly written. I'm going to say, since it says the Pack Tactics feature of a wolf, you would gain the advantage as well as long as your ally's there.
But allies would also, or?
It would have to be melee attacks only, but yes.
Okay.
Very fun.
Yeah, because that's a big difference if you're giving other people or if you're getting it yourself.
That could be really fun for the compelled dual Pack Tactics combo with Kane and fucking Galda.
Yeah, I was just about to say, because then I won't have to use my vow.
Well, here's the thing. You could, that could do both of us and have that person in a compelled duel. Oh, that'd be great.
I was thinking that.
I like the idea. Unless you like one of the other ones better, but I like that one.
What's the bunny one again? Because I know the first part is
Movement plus 10 feet,
Jump.
jump 3 times. And you can, once per long rest, take reaction to negate a attack or negate a critical part of an attack.
It's not a reaction.
Yeah, it's
not a reaction?
When someone opportunity attacks you, you can make it miss, and if they happen to crit, then it's just a regular hit.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
It does not cost you any reaction.
That one's also very helpful.
It basically knocks an
because-
attack down like 1 level, so it goes from a thing to a crit to a normal and normal to a miss.
Yeah, I have very low HP for someone who's going to be up close and personal. Does it have to be a melee and/or physical attack?
Which one? The bunny mask one?
Yes.
It is just an opportunity attack.
Oh, it's opportunity. Okay.
Yeah. Typically that'll be melee. If a creature happened to have an opportunity to attack that's magical or something and has a 2-hit is the thing.
Okay, so if it's like someone has Warcaster and they use a cantrip, that would
like a shocking grasp.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay, it's more of a shocking grasp. Okay.
Yeah.
See, the bunny would help because that would increase my jump too.
Insane
Here's
levels.
the thing. I'm more than happy letting you have Vow of Enmity, because I also have things like Distracting Strike. My bigger function is to make sure you guys don't take damage. So whatever buffs Calder the most is is the
Well,
most
'cause the thing
beneficial
is,
type one.
the vow is only on one person, so once they're down, I lose it.
True.
It's not like Hex and I can move it, while with Wolf, if someone else is in melee with me, we're both just going at
Yeah,
it.
I'd say Wolf is really good for Calder, especially because Alaris has the melee option as well.
Because Kane and I usually aren't ever divide and conquer. We usually go after the same person,
Yep.
tank it, and go.
I'd
And
say,
we
I'd say
especially
Wolf is
tank
really good, personally.
Yeah, I'll take
Advantage,
Wolf.
giving advantage in general is always good.
I'm probably
Okay.
gonna take.
Here's my argument for the wolf.
Okay.
Anything that gets us more crits is good.
I said for the Wolf as well.
No, I'm agreeing with that.
Okay.
Like, I agree with the wolf. Like, anything gives more crits because 3 of us have smites.
3 of us have smites. It's very difficult for me to roll a 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I say go with the wolf.
I'm gonna go with the Wolf.
Oh, I should probably hold on. Did I write this on her sheet for the thing? Yes, the advantage thing lasts for 1 minute. The pack tactics,
It's once per day, right?
twice per long rest.
Twice per long rest. Okay.
There's the thing that I wrote for Tiana when she was wearing it.
I would love for us to have the
So it
situation.
was advantage to allies on melee attacks. Hold on.
Because that's wolf totem.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Wolf Totem. Why did it say pack tactics on the original?
I think is wolf pack tactics different? Let me check.
Hold on. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure wolves just gain advantage, but I don't know if they grant. Hold on a second.
Pack tactics. Yeah, wolf gets advantage. I don't give advantage.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. The original thing was phrased badly when I found it, and I think that I tweaked it on Tiana's sheet and not on the Word document that I saved things on. Okay.
So how's it working?
I'm gonna say that it's what Tiana had because I've already used it as her.
The wolf totem.
I'm gonna say it's Wolf Totem, not Pack Tactics. You aren't granting and gaining advantage. You're just granting advantage. If that
Mhm.
changed your choice,
It does.
no. Yes.
It does. I'm probably gonna do the bunny then.
I love that you get either the bunny or the wolf. That's very funny.
Yes.
I heard of the bunny one, and I immediately went, I want it. And then I
Fair.
heard what it does, and I went, I want it.
Yeah, honestly, anything that's called to be extra mobile is good.
And then can I ask one more thing for like give the vibe? Because I'm not looking for a specific thing. Are there any that just have like leather accents just for Calda, just in case that one has something?
All right. Let's see. Let me go ahead and check.
Troll F
some of
leather.
them-
I,
some of them had like full on like descriptions. Others were more
General.
a little on the fly.
so, like if we have leather, just like I'll see that one just because of the you know.
Yes. Let me just go ahead and do a quick look. That's wood. That's not. That's metal. Nope. Nope. That one is no. That would be wood.
Test.
I am still looking. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
bad.
That sounds me. I was very
It went.
confused.
Yeah, it went very silent. I'm sorry. Carved. No. That one's cloth. No.
As a side note, while you're looking through
Mhm.
too, Alsana or might also be glancing for anything that just might involve spellcasting.
Okay.
Glance for.
Yeah, that's a lot to glance for. I don't have anything specifically written down as being leather. However, the bunny mask could very well be carved and treated leather if you'd like it to be.
Leather floppy ears.
Okay, it's got leather floppy ears on the top. They're just stiff enough to kind of keep their shape upwards, but you can bend them downward if need be.
They got little wires in them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Freaking hell, magic.
But like more like directly like the like casting spell. Like not does it give you a spell you can use? More like
More like it does something to your spell casting or concentration or things like that.
or caster stuff like that.
Let's see. There is one. It's another one that has a beautiful face, but this one is far more feminine. The Valkyrie mask was almost androgynous, almost in between masculine and feminine in a way that made it hard to discern. This one is more on the extreme of features. It's made out of a white porcelain, stark. But the edges of it almost seem to fade into almost a golden hue, a bit of a gleam at the edges there. The eyes are closed. You don't see any way to see through them. However, you would assume that as it is a mask, there would be some magic allowing it. This is the Mask of Angels. If you cast a healing spell while wearing it, you can roll a d20 for luck. Roll a 20, and the healing is doubled. The dice are doubled as if you critically struck with healing. In addition, the mask sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius, and the wearer can cast light at will, the cantrip. Once per day, the wearer can choose to re-roll a 1 die they've used to determine a healing total from a spell they cast.
Once a day?
You know what? That looks weirdly... Yeah, that looks weirdly out of proportion. I knew I should have edited more of these, but I did it on the fly.
And again, they're variable strength though, so it makes sense.
Yeah, they really are. However, it is like potentially like a D4 on a healing word.
Maybe combined with the other two abilities.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
One gave you water
leave it-
breathing, control water.
I'm gonna leave it at once per day because it potentially means that you can roll a 1 on a healing spell, and then you can re-roll that and get a better
I'm
number.
probably just gonna forget about it if I'm honest.
Ew.
You know what? I'm going to say instead of once per day, you can re-roll a 1 on a die once in a spell. So you can't. If you roll 2 1s in a spell that lets you roll 2 dice, you can only re-roll 1 of them.
Once per turn.
Okay, once per turn. You can re-roll a 1 rolled on a die used to determine a healing total from a spell you cast, and you must use the new roll. So, very specifically healing magic, very useful for that.
Asana will take that one.
Okay.
Yes.
It matches your skin
Ilaris.
tone.
Ilaris, what are you looking at? The wording
I'm
might
not
be
sure.
more on that, but phrase it for clarity, maybe. Yeah.
I'm not sure because like I'm having trouble I was just having trouble keeping track of like which one was which since you didn't
Yeah.
like actually put them down.
Yeah.
Is
Were there any that caught your ear when they were described?
Not really. I'm looking for something that sort of stays on brand.
Okay.
like just as a suggestion, is there any that has to do with ranged attacks?
Yeah, that too.
All right. I will say just off the cuff, the Death Warden would be on brand for you,
That's true.
given the life and death thing.
Yeah,
Well,
However,
I think
I
has
will.
advantage on death saves though.
I do not actually.
Was it
Oh.
Asana that has that?
I give other people advantage on death saves.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
But that would still be good. Are we doing double advantage at all?
Yes,
Okay.
you've
yeah.
been doing it. You've had double advantages
Yeah.
before.
I would. That would be still pretty good because you roll a 20, you're back up.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
but just
Let me go ahead and look and see if there's anything offhand. You would be scanning the racks to see if there's anything. I already said that. For ranged attacks or damage. Ooh, a
You
little
got the
bit of
feedback
feedback
again, John.
again.
What is that?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Are you? Is your microphone playing badly with something?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a freaking amp.
Um,
Like hum.
yeah.
Oh, let me see what's.
Indie Beyond.
God
Not quite.
damn
Uh,
You sound good now.
it. Okay.
there's a very faint fuzz at the back, but
God
it's better than it was. It's
There
better
is
than
his
it was.
microphone's on.
Um,
No, his microphone's not on. Like it's not lighting up.
Uh,
I hear him.
hello.
Well, I can hear
No,
you. But I mean,
it's-
when you're not
it's not
talking.
a no. It's not a consistent fuzz. It's only when he speaks.
Oh, okay. I can't tell.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, I am. I'm not seeing anything that's specifically for ranged things. The only thing that's ranged damage would require you to have some sort of dart or dagger small throwing implement that's not already enchanted. It would not mesh with your current weapon.
Yeah.
Cool thing for a monk, though.
I think that's the point.
I know it's still stating it.
I found this list of masks before the campaign even started. I tried to get a variety of effects and benefits and so on and so forth, just because I didn't know at the time exactly what you guys were bringing in.
Okay.
I do like them though. They're really cool.
Yeah.
I was still waiting to figure out what those fucking like things at the beginning are from, like the key, the spider, all those. I feel like it's gonna come back somehow. I don't know where.
The was it Death Warden?
Yeah, Mask of the Death Warden.
I'd say that wouldn't be a bad one for Alaris personally, but John's sake.
John, if you're not feeling it, I'll let you roll another D35.
But just in case.
So the fire one was pretty cool.
Yeah, but like.
I say the Death Warden one because it's one, Death Ward is good, but two, it's extremely on point for Alaris.
Oh, I know. Let's have the D35 good, so.
All right,
14's
let's see.
new.
14. Yeah, that's a new one. Okay. This one is actually more of a cloth hood than a mask.
Fucking executioner's hood.
However, I mean, interestingly, it's just a simple black hood and kind of a cowl that rests across the shoulders. It is called the Mask of the Faceless. It causes your face to appear completely indiscernible and have all of its features obscured by a churning shadow. Your intentions, thoughts, and alignment are completely obscured, even to magic used to discern such things. Insight does not work on you, and you cannot be charmed.
That is. Wow.
Cool.
Cool.
The answer
Cool.
is.
I still prefer the Death Warden, but still.
I was gonna say the answer is probably no.
Yeah.
But if Kane put that on, would he auto succeed his fear thing?
Insight does not work on you.
Interesting question, at least.
It is an interesting question.
Because Alaris would mesh well with the Valkyrie one, too.
Hmm.
God damn it! I made Rashomar again.
I know, right? That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
You've already been rocking the Great Axe.
Technically, he's using them all.
I'm using the
I'm not
crossbow.
sure. Because this is one of those things where each of this and that feat were made independently of each other, fully independently. And so they're not really made to be balanced together.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
will say,
like,
the insight, I
yeah.
think, is just to have a roll,
Mhm.
as opposed to using like a wisdom save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I
realize
don't plan
it's
on
not-
making that
yeah.
combo anyways. I'm not gonna do
Okay.
that to Ariel.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not
If-
gonna walk into a room and go boo, boo, boo to three people and make them frightened.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
it's a bit much.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you did try it, I would probably draw the line there.
Yeah, 'cause
even
that's the
though
thing,
it's
right,
not
is-
rules written.
The question just is, would you allow Kane to get away with that shit? And the answer is no.
Yeah,
Exactly.
pretty much.
Alaris, if you want my opinion, I say the Death Warden mask, both for
Yeah.
flavor and just keeping you alive.
Yeah.
He can't cast it on himself.
The death save though.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, death saves are for himself.
Because I get the feeling like if any one of us is gonna be hard to revive, it's gonna be him.
I just smoothed that over, but
I maintain that though. But compared to the rest of us, I feel like definitely.
It comes down to John's decision.
Yeah, I'll
If
take
you're-
the Death Ward mask.
Okay. I'll go ahead and give you that in the chat. All right.
Yeah.
The black and gold blessed does fit Larsa a lot.
Could it, like Mario style, go from black and gold to black and purple after I put it on?
I'm going to say that it's more that the black almost gains a purplish sheen and reflection in the light.
Perfect.
I fucking love that.
Super on brand.
Can I make a small request then?
Okay, go ahead.
When Alsana puts the porcelain mask on, can it get the like dark around the eyes and the lips and like the line across the face?
Christ.
All right, sure.
Another
The
request.
dark across the eyes almost makes a band, as if this angel is blind and blindfolded. You can still see perfectly well through the mask, even though there are no visible eye holes.
Mhm.
What is your request?
Change absolutely nothing about my mask.
Okay. Kane, you put on your mask, and it looks exactly as it did when it was hanging on the wall.
Good, because otherwise that's spooky as shit. I think that's all four, right?
Yeah,
Which one
called
did
it
you
the-
take, Kane? Sorry.
Valkyrie.
Okay.
Plus compel duel. Because compel duel would be very nice on Kane. What am I using for the DC? Should I use my Spirit Dice DC?
These things didn't say. All
They
right,
must have
let's see.
spellcasting
Yep.
abilities, but should I just use my
Yeah, compelled duel is the one that has a
Wisdom
saving
save
throw
or-
on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Superiority dice?
I'll allow you to use your superiority die DC.
Okay. That way it's gonna be actually hopefully useful at some point.
Yeah.
Set that up.
I just realized something too. The one who took the pretty lady mask was the lesbian.
So it was. I thought that was part of why you picked it.
No, it's because she's pale as fuck.
Also fair.
All right. So, masks in place. You look at each other. Look around the room. Roderick kind of swings his hands a little bit, claps them together. So, we're ready.
Yeah.
Do you two need new ones, or? Well, I suppose you're going back to the other side.
So we didn't
We
pick.
were really just here to be, go-betweens, envoys. Yeah. Not that you really needed us.
Maybe fairy masters.
Oh, but we'd love to have
Yeah.
you here.
That's our job now. Nice deep you to say, but our home's on the other side.
Hmm.
You'll understand. There's no place really like it. So, if you're ready,
So?
Reshkakladu? He nods. You see him unfurl into his draconic form. He nearly fills the room. He reaches forward with his foreclaws and braces them on either side of this massive portal. His wings spread and furl around, almost forming a concave dome against the wall. He looks down at all of you, breathes downwards for a moment, and you see sparkling mist and ice flow from his mouth, spread across the bottom of the circle, and then descend downwards in a rolling, misty fall, forming stairs of solid ice. there's texture to them, traction. It doesn't seem that you'll slip on them. And then he presses his nose against the doors, pauses a moment, says to you all, "Gods protect you and give you speed on your journey. Fight well and hard, and come back victorious." He takes a breath. Tokani, you feel, goes below him, behind you as you go up the steps. She holds up a hand. You see a light gather on her palm and another light in front of Miashka Kladu's mouth as he opens it. He exhales ice, and she almost seems to grasp it from afar, forming it. It coats the doors, and you see a crack form in the ice down the seam at the center. A light starts to glow from it, and slowly, with further cracking noises that reverberate throughout the room, the doors swing open, and the room is flooded with light. In front of you, Roderick and Tiana, barely visible, as shadows, as silhouettes against this blinding display, step into it and vanish. You're invited to follow.
Step forward.
Let's go.
So it turns, gives a wave to Tokani.
Her hands are occupied, holding the light and ice still, as Claudia continues to breathe slowly, evenly. She nods.
Thank you all. And she walks through.
One by one, you step in.
Wish us luck.
You see Tokani nod to you as well. And the last of the four, you step through. One step, two, each of you, in this lighted void. And then the third step finds solid ground. Ice and stone and wood. You step down a couple more steps into a mirror of the room that you'd left. You see, waiting for you, a tall elven man with dark long hair, hands folded into his sleeves, simple robes akin to those that the Order of the Threshold wore on the other side, but with a little bit more color to them, a little more variety. And sitting beside him, about the size of a small horse, is a little silver dragon wormling. The man bows to you, and he says, "Welcome. My name is Felarion, and I am the keeper of the balance." And that is where we're going to end tonight's session and pick up again next week.
Alright.
Okay. Till next time.
Welcome to the other
Till
side.
next time.
Oh boy, we're in the end game now.
We're in the end game now.
We got the prompt on the video game that says, "Are you really sure you want to walk through here?"
Yeah.
Hold on.
If you got any other
I just
side
wa-
quests.
Devin, I'm disappointed in you. We're in the end game now. No. We officially crossed the threshold.
Yeah.
Come on. We gotta say the movie title in the movie.
Yeah. You've crossed the shadow threshold.
Mm.
All right. Let's
Alright.
go ahead and